Hello, everybody. We are live. Let me just check everything is working. I'm going to leave that there. This one's on, that one's on, that's plugged in, this is plugged in, the lights are plugged in, Emily's plugged in. Everybody's in, everything's plugged in, and everything seems to be working, although I think the camera is a little bit dirty, but I don't have my cloth. But other than that, it's all good. Hello, welcome to China. I don't think it's in there, Emily. I hope you're all well. And you've had a good day. We've had a great day, of course. We've been having lots and lots of fun in the whole wide experience of the China Gemstone shops. We've had an excellent day. Do say hi, please, if you're there, so I can see if the comments working. Hi, Tony. Hi, Jackie. That's lovely. And anybody over on YouTube, if you could say hello as well. Hi, Nigel and Coral. Normally Thursday only viewers, Nigel and Coral, so I'm privileged to have you on a Tuesday. Hi Judith, hi Barbara, hi Claire, hi Julianne Watts, hi Hannah. Oh, that's lovely. Lots of friendly faces. Hi Beverly, thank you. So that's absolutely great. Beverly asked a question to Emily actually on the messages earlier on about the vegetarian food. What did you ask, Beverly? I can't remember now. Emily's going to look up the question. Hi, Jenna. How are you doing? How is everybody? We've got, of course, an action-packed evening from you. We are live from China. This is my hotel room. It is, what's the time here? 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:03 in the morning now. So it's been a long day. But tomorrow is going to be even harder because we're going out tomorrow as well. So it's going to be quite a tough day, but we're quite organised. So it's going really well, actually. So that's good. Were the recommendations any good on the vegetarian food? It was about vegetarian food, wasn't it? So we did have. Am I allowed to disclose you a few moments? It's okay, she said. So Emily's vegetarian and has been for
5 years now.
5 years, yeah. Okay. Apart from, I accidentally fed her chicken in the airport, but you didn't eat that. No. Even though I do know that she's vegetarian. For the second time, I booked her on a flight without stating she was vegetarian, needed a meal, so she had to eat around the meat. And then today we were taken to a restaurant, which we've been to before last time we were here, and ate there. And then our friend said to us, oh, this restaurant, Emily, they don't do anything vegetarian. It all has pork or beef broth. And we were like, right, okay. So I said, then we need to leave. And we went and found another restaurant. But that means that last time there's not vegetarian in the restaurant. So I think the vegetarian part is really hard.
Yeah.
I am surprised, though, because I always said to Emily, you could never come with me because you'd starve. I'm surprised how much vegetarian food we can find, much more than I thought you would find. Yeah. It was better in Hong Kong because some very kind customers sent us an app that found all the vegetarian restaurants when I was with Prakash. So that was really handy, but I don't think that exists. They don't really have the concept of vegetarianism, do they? They seem quite like, what, why would you do that? So yeah, they don't seem to have that. So the recommendations on the food are going really well, and Emily's having a lovely time. Breaking all the rules and living the high life. So, and everything tastes delicious, doesn't it, Emily? It really does, though. No, we're just pretending it's not. Yeah. I did eat something yesterday that was that yesterday? Could have been the day before. Monday. That was given to me as pork, and as I ate it, I thought, I don't think that's pork. And so I ate a couple of pieces and couldn't place it, and decided that I don't think I wanted to eat any more of that. So it's okay if you don't overthink it. Hi, Eleanor, what's wrong with me? Sorry. Hi, Jane. Hi, Nisha. Hi, Ken. I can still see you. Hi, Gemma. We've got this massive live. We are struggling with Meta's algorithm. It's been really mean to us today. Now, we are big on Meta, so we have over 110,000 followers across the Meta platforms, and we have very successful output that we put out on Meta is always very successful. So, for example, yesterday, I think our stories were around 600 views, and that was excellent. And today they stuck at 70 even though we had engagement levels that were so high, it would not push our stories out, and it hasn't pushed any of our content out. And obviously for a small business like ours that relies on social media, specifically Meta, that's really mean, because we need to tell you what's going on. So it's frustrating for us. So I had messaged and asked a few people to share where they can the live. I would ask you very kindly, please, to share the live into places particularly that like donuts, right? And not the, you know, Krispy Kreme type donut, gemstone donuts, ideally. So because we do have a very large selection of donuts in all sorts of different materials here, as well as other gemstones. So if you don't like donuts, don't worry. It's not all donuts, but donuts are really affordable. They're really easy makes. I know that Katie Parker does a brilliant, brilliant workshop. There's tutorials available for lots of things to do with donuts. We do actually have this corded necklace available. Mine, we made the man in the shop attach this amber pendant to, and we can't get it off. So I was like, I'll just wear it for now, but it's still got its danglies because we don't know what to do with it. So yes, so there are lots of pendant style pieces, really easy makes that don't use any metal. You can see where I'm going here. So we're trying to give you a twist on your jewelry with whilst trying to manage the high metal prices. So if you could share, we would be really, really grateful. Thank you very much. I was trying to watch the stories on Instagram and everyone only let me view it for half. Oh, Jenna, I mean, if there was someone at Meta that you could knock on the door of, I tell you, I would have been around there years ago. So that's probably why there is no customer service. Charmers Gems talking to you there is indeed Emily. Judith says, I did a live last week and I did it as an event and it wasn't good, so rethinking how to do jewelry lives. Okay, Judith, well, if you ever want to pick our brains, then just message and set up an appointment to have a chat to me, because obviously we're very big at live selling and we've done it across multiple platforms and we know a lot about live selling, and internationally we come across other live sellers as well. So if you ever want to have a chat and just see talk it through, then please be my guest. I must have a hair on my face. I'm really sorry, it's tickling me. Hi Tara. Right, it was hard to track down the information for today. How disappointing. Hi, Debbie. The carvings are on today. They are mostly drilled, but there's nothing, I can't help it. They just drill them, Debbie. I don't ask them to. We do have some bits that we've asked to be drilled, but not those. They are drilled, but they are very discreetly drilled. So you wouldn't notice they were drilled. I'll show you as we go. They do very cleverly drill them. They drill them at an angle so you don't get a see-through section. So it's very clever. Hi, Naomi. This is one of the amber pendants. It's very nice, isn't it? Hi, Christine. How are you doing? Hi, Candy. Hi, Kate. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody. And thank you so much for joining us. So I'll just do a quick welcome because we've got lots of lovely viewers in today. I'm Marie Chalmers. I am the owner of Chalmers Gems, and I'm a gemologist. And we are out in China. I've been traveling out all over the world buying gemstones since I was 23. I was just a baby gemologist then, and I was out buying diamonds. So yes, and I've traveled all over the world and seen all sorts of fabulous things. I'm a massive fan of the gemstone jewelry trade. My whole world revolves around that. So we go all over the world and we select our gemstones and live sell them to you from that location. So we are currently in China. We're in a town called Guangzhou, a city called Guangzhou. I think it's bigger than Birmingham. So it's a big city. We're not quite sure if it's bigger than London. It's big, that's for sure. It's a really big city. And here in Guangzhou, it is a hub of trade. So at the moment, the Canton Fair is on. So lots of people coming and going, making purchases from those, which sells just about everything. But we are here because there is a large gemstone marketplace that allows us to live sell quite easily, actually. So because we're quite well connected in the marketplace, and actually, even though this is our second visit, it's only our second visit to this place because we've been all over China filming the factories and how they cut the beads and all of that sort of thing. Previously, this is our second visit to this marketplace, and now we're experiencing that the lovely suppliers are like, come and live sell on our stand. So they live selling in China is absolutely huge. Everything is live sold. They have live sell stations that go day and night all over the world, mostly to China. That's who they sell to mostly, but also a lot to Japan. and Japan buy the really high-end stuff. So when you find the Japanese live sellers, you know the product is really, really good. So yes, so here we are in China. We've been here since Sunday, Monday. We started live selling on Monday. We are live selling Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and we go home on Friday, which is Halloween, which it means, I'm afraid, everybody, there's no Halloween special. I've got no dressing up this year. So I normally go all out and do the makeup, the works, but I'm having a year off. So if you've got any questions about China, about the gemstones, about anything you want to know about the gemstones in China, then please just drop it into the comments. I would like to say that China has a terrible reputation and everyone is quite anti-China at the moment. And that is really quite unfair, because China is a hub of excellence. It has mastered manufacturing very many things over the last 10 years particularly, and it really is an expert in particular manufacture. You get what you pay for. If you want to buy the junk off Temu, you will receive the junk off Temu. If you want to buy something very nice and high quality, then they have mastered the cutting, the polishing, every part of the process. So although it has a bit of a bad reputation, you certainly get what you pay for. I have never experienced anything negative about China at all. I've traveled through China many times. The people are lovely. The food is excellent. It's easy to get through. The hardest part is there's hardly any English, but that's never stopped me. And again, if you're thinking you want to come out to China for whatever reason and you want to reach out and say, can you just give me some guidance, then I'm always happy to do that. You'll find a reel that we put out over the weekend, I think, which tells you what apps to use to do your translations, and all the apps that we use while we're here that help you along the way. So it's a really lovely place to be. Right, I will continue with my hellos. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Sharon. I haven't seen you for a while, Sharon. Hi, Leah. And Erwin, they do the best and they're so hospitable. Lisa said they are really lovely people. We love orchids. That's what I was thinking. Thanks for clarifying this. Yes, they have. Thank you. Justina says, I'd love to see clear quartz, rocks, crystal cabs and beads. We do have some clear quartz beads coming up in a show either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll keep my eye out for cabs, but they're not going to be natural quartz. Does that bother you? It will be man-made quartz. Yes, it's very sad how everyone is picking on China. It's a good friend to China. I have a good friend in China and she's lovely, Christine says. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Wendy. I hope you're well, Wendy. Hi, Katie. Is everything from the live still ethically sourced? Just want to make sure I'm in the correct statement when selling. So the statement that we use is responsibly sourced. Responsibly sourced gemstones is what we specialize in. So, and the way that we can prove that they're responsibly sourced is that we understand our supply chain. The word ethical, I think, is quite misunderstood, and it's not one that we commonly use, although it is obviously recognized as a word that people use, and I don't think it really has a great definition in the meaning. We are waiting for CIBJO, which is the governing body of the jewelry industry, to actually come out with a definition of the terminology they want us to use, and I think it is going to be responsibly sourced. So Chalmers Gems only deals in responsibly sourced gemstones. We check our supply chain thoroughly so we know who is manufacturing our gemstones, ideally where the rough comes from, who's mining the rough is even better, and we'll try and trace our supply chain as far back as we possibly can. Now, nobody in the whole world can guarantee that a gemstone hasn't been through the wrong hands at some time, because there is no trace, there's no sort of digital footprint for a gemstone, or there's no trace of a gemstone. But by working with the suppliers that we trust, that we know, that share our morals, our ethics, and just the same as our business, that really helps us prove that they are responsibly sourced gemstones. That is absolutely crucial to me. So when you get inundated with the sellers that come through, obviously when you're buying on a live, you get lots of sellers who will harass you. We wouldn't deal with sellers that we don't know like that. Our personal suppliers are large manufacturers usually, and they wouldn't ever approach our customers. They're wholesale anyway. They wouldn't be interested in selling a couple of beads here and there. It's not their bag. So yeah, and a lot of conversations. And one of the reasons that we come traveling all over the world is so that we can go out to those factories. We see the manufacturing process. We see the working conditions. We can see if there are any signs of any children and things like that, which sounds like it's a little bit funny, but it's not, because I've been there, and it's not funny. And it's important that we know how the factories we're working with are run. And it's very easy for these things to be hidden, but actually a lot of it is about conversation. And I'm sure Emily will agree, because she's been out with me now to 4 trips, that, you know, we go out for dinner with our suppliers, but we have conversations about the teams that they employ, things like their holiday, the working conditions, and maternity leave, and all of these things, and the conditions in which they work in. When you walk into the office, you can see, we sit in the office with the staff. You can see if the staff are happy, if there's any problems, because we are quietly in the background. And all of these things, they are the parts of the business that enable us to confidently say that we responsibly source our gemstones. We go out of our way to make sure we have checked our supply chain. And that is, I think, the most that anybody can do, because nobody can guarantee anything. So I hope that makes sense, which means that if you're purchasing your gemstones from Chalmers Gems, that you can live with the confidence that you are purchasing responsibly sourced gemstones as well. Yvonne says, my daughter, when she was 26, traveled around China on her own for about 6 months. She loved it and has been back several times since. It is really lovely. I'd like to see the rest of it. Just been to a few places, but they've all been really beautiful. Hi, Sarah. Tara says, ethically sourced is very black and white and a narrow scope, and remove many items which sit within responsibly sourced, which knows right from wrong. I hope so. I'm confident it is the correct terminology. Hi, Nikki. How are you doing? Right. So let me tell you how it works. It's really hot in here, Emily. Could you put the fan up? I don't know. It's suddenly become really hot. Thank you. Hi, Louise. Back is tonight the night. I don't know. What did you ask for, Louise? And I'll tell you if it's in. So let me just tell you how it works. There's a slight delay on my brain. This is the live show. This is our second live show. We will be live selling a selection of products. There's about 50 different items, so not loads in tonight's live. Some of the lives have hundreds of items in them, but there's 50 very carefully selected gemstones. Each one will have its very own code, and you will be able to multiply purchase against that code. If there are only 1 or 2 of something, of which I think there are a handful this evening, I will make it really clear that you're only going to get 1 of these 2. There's no single items this evening, so you're not going to have 1 code per item. It's going to be a multi-purchase situation, but I think there is 1 item with only 2, isn't there? So yes, so we'll make it very, very clear. To bid, you pop your the code into the comments section. I read them out in the order that they come up. Now, we are streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and the piece of technology that we use brings all the comments up in the correct time. So it will show me, it will jump them. If a YouTube comes in and has come in faster than a Facebook, it will actually jump them into the right order. So I will read them out in the right order that I see. Now, you may see a different order, which can be a little bit frustrating, because it wants you to think you're the most important. So it often decides to tell you that you were the first bidder, even though I read out somebody totally different. I will promise to read out the first name that I see, and that's the rule that we go by. Once you've claimed your item, you need to make sure we have your email address. If you are a regular customer or you've purchased from us before, then that's fine. We already have your email address. But if you're a new customer, you need to direct message us or email us with your email address. We send you an invoice by email. You click on the link in the invoice and you check out from there. It's really, really easy. Everything that you purchase from our China Live has free post and packaging, and the post and packaging code is PP China. That will be in your emails. It will be all over our social media. It's rolling along the bottom here. You're not going to forget it. We don't want you to forget it. We want you to use that code. There is an estimated 8-week delivery period for anything that you purchase during our lives while we're in China, and that's because of the process of how we do it, that sometimes we purchase things that haven't been cut yet and they have to be cut. Not a lot of the material, luckily, in China is going to have to be cut for us, but it all still has to be sorted. It has to be picked, packed, sent to the UK. In the UK, We open the shipment, we quality control check it, make sure it is exactly what we said we'd sold to you, and then we post it to you. And that process from start to finish takes about 8 weeks. And that 8-week period will start from the 4th of November because we have a pop-up shop. So part of our website will go live while we're in China, and it is live now. And all the gemstones that we sell in the live shows, anything that's remaining, goes onto our website only for a few days. So while we're in China, and it will stay open until Monday night. So you've got until Monday night to check out your live show invoices and to shop the pop-up shop. On Monday night, it will close. We will then collate the information that we've sold from the lives and from the website. We send it out to our suppliers and they start to process the order. If you do not pay for your invoice, not only may you be blocked from Chalmers Gems in the future, sounds really mean, but it is a thing. But also your products won't get ordered. So only this week we had a message from somebody saying, I bought some products, and we were like, you didn't pay your invoice. So you didn't actually purchase the products. So you need to make sure you've paid your invoice. So it's really, really great. It's just all really great. So it's nice and simple. I think I've covered everything.
Yeah.
Pop-up shop. Yes, pop-up shop went live today with yesterday's gemstones. Try and keep on top of the pop-up shop because it's loads and loads of products. Obviously, products that sell out, they don't go into the pop-up shop. And today we've got a lot of very unique products, which are low quantity that we want you to purchase in this live, and then they won't go onto the pop-up shop. So today's live is quite crucial, whereas yesterday's live, nearly everything we knew would go onto the pop-up shop. Okay, did you get the Herkimer beads? No, because Herkimer beads, we've seen, I've seen 2 lots, but I think you might have filmed 1 lot.
Yeah.
I don't think they're Herkimer beads, Jane. I think that's a fib. And the other Herkimer beads that I saw today definitely weren't Herkimer beads. You have to be really careful because quite often when they say they will run on with something that today they've sold a Super 7 that is not Super 7. It's only got amethyst in it. There's no 7 minerals in there. So yeah, if they think it's going to sell the gemstone, then they'll use that as a sales point. So no, we didn't buy Herkimer beads. To buy actual Herkimer beads, if I used to sell you Herkimer beads, I would want to know exactly who got them out the mine in New York and how they became a bead. That's how specific I'd have to be. So they're likely to be the quartz from Pakistan, I would think. That's why I always buy from Chalmers Gems, Katie said. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Hi, Lorraine. How are you doing? We will get an invoice after each show. At the end, you do. You get an invoice within 24 hours of the end of the show. So it actually processes usually overnight in your time. It's done by a team in India. Have you done yesterday's invoices? As I haven't received yours. If you haven't received your invoice, then please do contact Lisa. Just direct message through to her and we'll send you the link. So it's just an error. You should have your invoice now because I've seen that people have purchased from the pop-up shop and they've paid their invoices. Any completely made jewelry tonight? No. Just checking. But honestly, Christine, it's so simple to make this jewelry that you can do it. Trust me, because this, I made him show me and it was really easy. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Carol. Right, let's crack on because that's 24 minutes of me talking jibber jabber. So we have got lots and lots of gemstones, but they're all really easy makes, and most of them can fit onto the corded necklace. Now, then we went to the corded necklace shop at the end of the day, which was insane because there was a traffic jam, and we couldn't even cross the road. They are mean. They would not let us across bikes and cars and people filming it. It was just amazing. Anyway, when we eventually got in there, we were well out of our depths. We don't know anything about cord, but we have selected a couple of different cord options that you can just add your pendants onto. See these little dangly bits, and then one really affordable cord option. So I might bring that in a minute so that you can keep buying it throughout the show. So it's really good. You've got the moss agate and the carnelian Louise, then this is that show. Absolutely. I've bought it from you before, but quite a while ago, because you've had twins. Well done. You've survived. Yeah. Do I still need to provide no details? No, we've still got you. Don't worry. Once you're in, you're never out. That's it. Unless we boot you out, but we haven't booted you out, so you're all right. So, right, shall we crack on? I'll tell the stories as we go of what we got up to on the way. So this was we found this moss agate and carnelian shop last time we were actually in Guangzhou, and it it was incredible. And we brought you these big carnelian and moss agate discs. I'm sure lots of people purchased this because we sold hundreds and hundreds of these discs. So we went back there today because it's one of my favorite shops. I love moss agate, fancy jasper and carnelian, and they actually grow together, and they also tend to then grow in towards a bloodstone jasper. So that sometimes you'll see the moss agate pattern go into a bloodstone jasper, and these materials do all grow together. So this particular shop specializes in the manufacture of only fancy jasper, moss agate and carnelian, and flower agate. They had a little bit of flower agate, but we couldn't find anything pretty enough. So it's quite fascinating. A beautiful, beautiful shop. Really nice team that do the support and the customer service in there. Lovely. And they let me sit there for ages and ages and pick out the ones I want. And of course, Emily gets involved as well. So she's selected some as well. It's fun though. It's really fun. It's a really fun part. I'm going to pop this camera down, and we're going to have the other camera working as well. Hi, Jenny. How are you doing? Right. Mr. Macadog is Karen Garner. I'll try and remember that, Karen. Thank you. So let's pop that here. I have to apologize for the shadows. I know you're all very understanding. I can't get everything perfect while we're out and about. We're going to start. Hi, Sonia. I'll just move that away from the camera because it's very loud. With a beautiful donut of fancy jasper in a large size. So while we're here, we have the opportunity to hand select all of these gorgeous, gorgeous donuts. They don't look gorgeous at all down there, do they? We've been having terrible trouble with the photography weaving, Emily. Yeah. So I just it's been me. I've been sitting here swearing at the camera. Look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? They look much better closer to the light. Let me pop my lights into the right position. Let's just move this out of the way. And these are all hand selected by us, by me and Emily. And they're each one totally individual. I've got plenty for everyone, she says, I hope. They are a 40 millimeter round donut, and we went for all the bright colors with the really cool patterns. You're not going to get a dodgy one. There's no dodgy ones. Look, this one's stripy. Look at this. They're absolutely gorgeous. My live last week wouldn't show the details of the gems. Oh, Judith, it's just hard work, isn't it? It is hard work. Look at that. You can see that this is going into a moss agate. You can see how the merge happens between. Look, this one it's like it's got some fried eggs going on there. Look in there. Love that. I think this one's got a face. Oh, it's freaking me. Let's really act out. Okay, so if you wish to purchase, you have to type the code into the comment section. I would highly recommend that you multi-purchase on these items. They are available while we're here when we can hand select them. I think there's about 40 of these that we got from memory. I've put them into the tracker earlier. So yes, let's do it. Let's start it off. This is your fancy jasper donut in a 40 millimeter size. They are only £14.50 and the code is 100IT. Please multi-purchase is all I can say. I know that it's the beginning of the show and everyone's like, oh, what if there's something else in the show? But you've got to just go with it because we're only here until Thursday and then that's it. We're not out and about again this year. So this is the last opportunity. You're going to get some really cool stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else because nobody else is here. So you have to be here to find this. This is not the sort of stuff that's given to us on an offer sheet. They're just absolutely gorgeous one-off pieces. And it really gives us that opportunity to purchase each one individually. And they're just lovely. Of course, what we don't sell here, then we will bring back to the UK with us, but only the stuff that we've already hand selected. There will be another size on this one. I've got Tara Porter for that. You can put a request in for the fried eggs, but I can't promise the fried egg one. It will be whoever Lisa picks first, whoever it goes in invoice payment order. So pay it really fast. That's all I can say. So there will be another size 100 IT for £14.50. I'm going to keep going and showing you more because these are absolutely gorgeous. And this is your 40 millimeter donut. So quite a large donut size. And this one, there's little fried eggs in lots of them, aren't there? They're lovely. This one as well. and they're much brighter than the camera is showing us up. Is Candice in? Because Candice wants a gemstone that's the colour of custard. This has been a quandary for us all day, hasn't it? Is this the colour of custard? No, I think that's more of a lemon. Is this the colour of custard? So have we got any 30 millimetre? I don't think they are. No, 25 millimetre. So I've only got 40 millimetre and 25 millimetre. We can replay them towards the end, though. It's just going to take me a while to put everything in and out of the bag. So just a second. So come on, guys. You're not helping me out here. We're not off to a good start. They are awesome. You are going to regret them for now, I can assure you. But let's move on to the 25 millimetre. So I've got 25 millimetre size for you here. Sorry, I knocked you then. I managed to sort my tripod out as well. This is your 25 millimetre size, and this one is only £5 a donut. So I know which one you're going to purchase. This is, aren't they cute? Same material. You've got your fancy jasper with lots of little orbs in there, loads of lovely bright colours. The code that you need to bid with is 101LH for just £5 a donut, and they are exceptional, aren't they? Yes, thank you very much. One for Beverly Jackson on, I don't know, can you see YouTube? Yeah. So these 5 are just an example. They will be the same as the 40 millimetre size as well. Loads of patterns in there. More fried eggs in here. I didn't even see the fried eggs while we were out and about. They're all jumping out at me. 2 for Tara Porter. 2 for Kimberly Unsworth. I'll just give you that code again. 101LH is your code. 2 for Beverly Jackson. I think I said 2, but I might not have done. I've got 2 for Catherine Woolard. Excellent multi-buying, everybody. Well done. 1 for Sandra Hollinshead. 1 for Janine McAllister Cragg. Hi, Janine. 2 for Ranny Melrose. 2 for Nikki Stevenson. Oh, it's quite good because I can hear Emily typing away. 4 for Sonia Anderson Hughes. Just give Emily a little while to write that one, Sonia. So, 1 for Kate Oliver. 2 for Amanda Disney. 2 for Yvonne Vickers. 1 for Gemma Crow. 1 for Julie Gill. 2 for Julie Gill Frisbee. Hi, Julie. How are you doing? 101LH. If you just joined us, this is for 25 millimetre fancy jasper donuts. They're very cute and all totally awesome patterns. And I'm going to bring you back that 40 millimetre at the end, because you're going to regret it. It needs its buddy. It does. 101LH is your code. Right. I'm just going to, if you could just pass that end cord for me. I'm just going to bring you the cord that we've got, because the cord is, and the ticket, please. And the cord is going to go with all of the, well, not all of, lots of the gemstones that we offer you today. So I know that lots of you already have the skill set to easily make the donuts into jewelry if you wish to do so. You can also use them as sphere stands and all sorts of other things, but we thought we'd just give you an opportunity. And this is the cheapest of the cords. So this is a straightforward, this one's brown, but we can do it in black. So I've got a code for you in either. It's a slider cord. So you just pull the ends to get it to the right length. It starts off at 24, its longest is 24 inches. And then you use this little dangly to thread it through. I did watch the man, but he didn't do it on a donut. So don't judge me, jewelry makers. So he did something where he magically tied a knot in the bottom there and hung his donut off the pendant off the end. So that's how straightforward it is. So I'm going to bring you this now, but we're going to bring, I'm going to bring you the code for the black and the brown, and then this will pop up throughout. We've also got some lovely enhanced cords, which have got some pretty bits in all different colors, but that will be at the end of the show. But this one's going to be really handy if you just bought 2 donuts. You're going to get 3 in your pack. So let me bring it to you now. In the black, the code is 160DP. This is for your black cord. You're going to get 3 cords. So they are they're a necklace. I don't know that I've really made it very clear what they are. I hope that is clear. So it's a necklace like that. That's upside down. You hang your donut or pendant or whatever you want off the bottom, and then you slide it up and down, and it's got knots at the end. So it's a simple cord. Some of them, like I said, are a little bit more fancy, and you get 3 pieces for £4. So if it's simple that you want, this is the code for the black, 160. I've got 1 for Beverly Jackson, 2 for Tara Porter, 2 for Hazel Westwater, 2 for Nigel Limming, 2 for Rani Melrose. Sorry, Rani. This is the black colour. I do have a brown colour code as well. 1 for Yvonne Vickers, 1 for Tony Davis, 1 for Sonia Anderson Hughes, 1 for Karen Garner. You all right, Emily?
Yeah.
2 for Kimberly Unsworth. She's super fast, isn't she? 2 for Katrina Durrant. 1 for Julianne Watts. 2 for Sharon Edwards. That's your code for the black. And this is the code for the brown. I think this one is brown, but I'm not very good at telling between colours. So I think this one is brown, isn't it, Emily? Yes, this one is brown, but it's going to be very similar. Brown's very, 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 very fashionable this year. 159RP, that is your code for the brown. Same thing, but in brown. I've got 2 for Sharon Edwards. Yeah, we got you, Rani. I definitely said you. I've got 159RP, get 3 pieces in the pack. Same again. 1 for Beverly Jackson. Yeah, 1 for Karen Garner. 1 for Tony Davis. 1 for Tara Porter. 1 for Kimberly Unsworth. 2 for Sharon Edwards. Okay, that's all the bids that I'm seeing. So I've got 1 for Yvonne Vickers. Sorry, it's popped me up a load more. 2 for Katrina Durrant. 1 for Rani Melrose. Hi, Jennifer. And Rani sent you over, so welcome. 159RP. Okay, I'm going to bring those codes back throughout the evening. If you suddenly need the codes again because you accidentally bought something you didn't mean to buy, then just shout out and I'll bring them to you. I'm going to move on from the Fancy Jasper babies and move on to the next one. Right, next up. Right, I've got this magic ET moment for you here. Which is totally entertaining. We've got this brilliant light. It's very bright. And I'm going to pop it under here. Are you ready? And I was saying to Emily, she's very young, you see, I am not, that when I was a kid, everybody had an ET doll that had a glowing tummy, but I'd never seen ET. And this was like, ooh, it's like an ET tummy. I'm sure lots of you out there had an ET. I think it's like a cuddly ET thing. I was always very jealous. It's one of those things. That and a Mr. Frosty is another thing that my mum never let us have, that everyone else seemed to have. I know that you can all sympathise with my terrible upbringing. Right, so these are your moss agate and carnelian. The only trouble in the thing is I can't lift it up. I didn't think of this through at all, did I? So I need them to be lifted up. Aren't they cool? So these are pear shapes. We forgot to measure them, didn't we, Emily? Because we forgot to put the measurement in the tracker and then we didn't remember to do it. About 40 by 25 millimeters. They all have a top drill. They can all be simply made into this pendant using that cord. And they're all absolutely epic. Look at that. So you've got your moss agate growing into your carnelian. And again, we have hand selected each and every one. If you bought the discs from us last time we were in China, or you can get those on our pop-up shop. There's some cabs of this, I think, actually on our website. Sorry. They're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice. I think there's a few cabs. We have got some cabs this evening, but I think there's a few small cabs left on the website. Hi to Rani and her mum. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? And quite a nice size of pendant. So a nice chunky size. So it's not going to just get lost. I'll just put it on top of my hand there so you can see how big it is. Oh, lovely. Nice to meet you, Jennifer. That's hilarious, John. It said it was. Karen said, Joanne always said I was an awful mother because I wouldn't let them have a Mr. Frosty. I was not alone. There was a whole generation of us who felt our mothers should have bought us a Mr. Frosty. This is pure carnelian. That was a beautiful one, that one. I've run out of room on my ET light now. But you can see they're absolutely beautiful. Now, last time we were here, we sold hundreds of these. We then brought them back to the UK and we sold loads more in the UK. And they've been very, very popular. We've had people asking for them since, saying, can we get them back? Can we get them in cab forms? They've obviously been good sellers for you guys, and not surprisingly, because they're epic. Each one is totally and utterly individual. And so I went for quite a sizable one, not as big as the discs last time because they were large, and I thought maybe some people don't want huge statement jewelry, but these I think are a great size. If you just wanted to use them to wire work, you have just got that top drill there. I'm sure you could work round that drill hole. Let's wait and see what you think. Are you ready? Your code is 102FB, and that is your moss agate and carnelian pair. I think it was 40 by 25 millimeters, something like that I just said. Lovely. Are you ready? Only £11.50 each. This is a really, really good price. They recognized us from last year and knew that we had put in a juicy order. So we got some great deals from these guys. 102FB, £11.50. Highly recommend the multi-purchasing there. So go for it. Have as many as you like. I wish I could pair them all up for you, but I don't think you could pair these. They're, you know, and I'm not sure you're going to put them in an earring. They're a little bit large. 102FB is your code, £11.50 each. They're absolutely beautiful. So let's read out some names because they're coming thick and fast. Don't forget to multi-purchase times by the quantity that you require. So if you want more than one, you put that code in 102FB and then times by 2 by 5, however many that you want. I'm just going to do a really simple demo while Emily gets on writing the names in. Is it easier for you if I actually read out the names, Emily?
No, you carry on.
No, that's okay. So let's pick this beautiful carnelian and moss agate, and then you thread the threads through the hole. This is not going to work out for me because I can't see the hole. So you thread the wires through the hole, the threads, and then you'll be able to hang it off this lovely pendant. I think we'll leave my jewelry making skills to somebody else. Next time we're going to bring someone with us who knows all about how to make jewelry. Any volunteers? You're happy to volunteer? 1 for Sandra Hollingshead, 2 for Ronnie Reed, 1 for Kate Oliver, 1 for Yvonne Vickers. So pretty, Christine says. Thank you, Christine. 1 for Candy Barnes. Hi, Candy. 1 for Kimberly Unsworth. Sharon Edwards. Did you get Candy? Yeah. 1 for Vicky Rawls. Janine McAllister Cragg. Hannah Lorendu. Beverly Jackson. Nikki Stevenson. Katrina Durrant. Christine Jamal. Julie Gill Frisbee. Louisa Gall, Susan Flockhart, 2 for Carol Wilson, 2 for Ronnie Reed. Thank you very much, Ronnie. 1 for Tara Porter, 1 for Catherine Woolard, 1 for Hannah Sutheran, another 1 for Susan Flockhart. Gemma's volunteering. Judith was definitely up for it, but she's very fussy about food, so she's not going to come. Never mind, Judith. We'll take somewhere where you can just eat anything. 102FB is your code. That is your pear shape. It's got that lovely drill hole at the top. You can make it into the most gorgeous pendants. I can just keep them, look at them, because they're really quite fascinating. Look at the moss. This is how it grows. This is a brilliant example of moss agate. So it's called moss agate because the inclusion looks like moss. No moss was harmed in the making of moss agate. There is no moss under the ground. So these grow under the ground where there is no moss. It just so happens that the inclusions look like moss, hence the name. But it's just gorgeous, isn't it? And then it moves into tree agate where you get that solid white with still the green moss-like patterns. just beautiful. And then to get it with the carnelian as well, it's fabulous. If you particularly have a request where you want one without carnelian or with, you can pop that in on your notes when you check out, and we'll always do our best to pick what you have requested in the notes, just depending on what we've got available. I've got one for Kath Beveridge. Hi, Kath. Another one for Kimberly Unsworth. 102 FB, £11.50, only £11.50. Okay, I think we're ready to move on. I've got to put them all away now. Just 1 second. We might get them out again later. I don't know. Emily had great fun filming these, didn't you, for the pop-up shop? They're very colourful. They look good when the camera works.
Yeah.
Yes.
To do them justice though, because they're so pretty in real life.
Yes, I think they are one of those that is hard to, because you need the light behind them as well for photography. They're a bit tricky. And Emily and I both had new phones, and the camera, we don't know what's wrong with it. It just doesn't work. Did we get Julie Gill Frisbee? I'm quite sure that we did, Julie. Right, when we were in the Moss Agate and Carnelian shop, as I said, they recognised us from last time. They knew that we'd placed a great juicy order, and that we'd stood there and handpicked. And the fact that I was totally overexcited, and the fact that Emily and Johnny came out in like they'd been in a wet t-shirt competition because they got caught in the rain last trip. So I think we were quite memorable, weren't we? Because everyone was soaked and everyone was very happy. So they said that they would give us a mega deal. Now, we could have saved it for the Black Friday offers, but we're not that bright. We were too excited and we thought we'd bring it to you now. Just thinking about it, that would have been a really good idea, wouldn't it? Would have saved us a lot of work tomorrow. So this is a great offer. Last time we brought these to you for, I looked them up, it was £12.50, I think. £12.50, and they were top drilled, but lots of people didn't want them top drilled. And that was where you're going to put a peg in. You wanted them drilled through. Let me just pick out a couple for you here. So these ones are through drilled, top drilled through the front and back drilled, we call it in India, like this, like the ones that you've just seen, whereas last time it had the peg hole at the top. These are the trapezoid in the same material, so your moss agate with carnelian. Just double check it's not going to kick me off the internet again. Absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, last time we did them, and they were £12.50 each, and we sold plenty of them, but they have front back drilled them for us. There's some gorgeous ones in that trapezoid. Size wise, have you got a size there?
Yeah,
please.
30 by 14.
30 by 14 millimeters. So 30, they're not 30, are they? Oh, they are. 30 by 14 millimeters. In that lovely trapezoid shape. Jackie had them. She said they were fab. They are really, really beautiful. And they did us a deal on the whole. We had to have a whole lot. It was very exciting because we took the whole lot. So there's plenty for everybody. Are you ready for your deal price, everybody? Let's just show them to you because they're really, really cute. It's a deal price, £8.50 each, down from £12.50. What an excellent deal. 103EX, £8.50 each. And these are the front back drills. So your top drilled moss agate and carnelian pendants, 103EX. For just £8.50. Again, multi-purchase. They won't be coming back. They would have to come back at £12.50. She made it really, really clear that it was just a one-off deal. So she rang a boss and everything. It was really quite exciting. 103EX, £8.50. And so if I end up moving into Guangzhou, which, you know, when the children have left home and all of that, you just find me in it with a little camp bed in that moss agate shop, I reckon. I'd fit just neatly under there. There's not a lot of space in there, but I would reckon I'd get in. It would be a good reason not to gain too much weight. So 103EX is your code. I'm loving Jane Clack gets a gold star because she's purchasing 5. Good for you, Jane. Commit. Right, I'm going to start from the top. I've got Helen Gray for 1. Hi, Helen. Candy Barnes. 3 for Karen Atkinson, 1 for Beverly Jackson, 5 for Jane Clack. I feel like a little something should happen. So 2 for Kimberly Unsworth, 1 for Janine McAllister Cragg, 1 for Jackie Robson, 2 for Nigel Limming, 1 for Nikki Stevenson, 1 for Christine Jamal, one for Hannah, one for Louisa Gall, one for Julie Gill Frisbee. James has got to make something now. You have. Well, you can get the cords. Get the cords. Make it simple. Right, come on, everybody. 103EX is a smashing deal. Really kind of them to do as a deal. And they're absolutely beautiful. You're not going to regret them because they're so lovely. So you can just sit and stare into them if you want. Get your loop out. Have a little peep. See what's inside. That's what I'd do. 103EX, £8.50. Really simple. Even if you don't make jewelry, you'll be able to make them with this extremely easy necklace. So you just pop these little threads through the hole. If the hole is blocked, by the way, it's got a tiny bit of polishing compound inside, and you just need to get some tweezers or something and just poke it out. Sometimes it gets a little bit stuck, but you can poke them out. So it just, as they get polished in the barrelers, sometimes the little bit gets stuck in there. So you just pop those threads through inside the hole, and then you can just tie it on and make it into that easy necklace, a slidable, extendable necklace like this. So you can have it as short or as long as you would like. I'll give you the code for that as well in just a second. But first of all, you need to just snap up the rest of the moss, agate and carnelians. 103EX is the mega deal, £8.50. One for Deb's Agas. Thank you very much. These are nice, Deb says. Thank you very much, Deb. 103EX. I'm beginning to put them away. It's never a good sign. Let's do it. They're about 30 millimeters by, I think it was 15. There you are. 103EX. £8.50 each. How much are the cords? I'll give you the cords just a minute. The cords come in 2 colors. So you get a pack of 3 cords. The longest length is 24 inches. The black is 160DP and the brown is 159RP. You get 3 in your pack. So that's your black, that's your brown, 3 pieces in the pack. How large is the hole? I think it's about a 2 mil hole. Got a little gadget here. Let's have a look. I don't think it's going to measure very easily. Just a minute. Yeah, it's 1.5 it says there, but it's very difficult to measure a hole. Looking at the hole, I would say it's a 2 millimeter hole. I've got 160 for Karen Atkinson, please. And then I've got 2 for Jane Clack. And then I've got a 103 for Kath Beveridge. Thank you very much. Right, this is the last of our, I've got 160 for Samantha O'Brien, thank you. Okay, this is the last of our moss agate and carnelian. I can hear you all. Oh, Emily, I can hear you all going, oh. There we are. Right, so this is a set. When are the findings on? They're on Thursday. So that's when they're on. We haven't done them yet. So, and we've been invited out for lunch tomorrow, which is actually breakfast for us. So we've lost a couple of hours in the day, but we're looking forward to it because it sounds quite incredible. So yeah, what a treat to be invited out. So we're being picked up in when we get up. So we've had to do all our work this evening. So we had a 15-minute rest. Right, so here you have got cabochons, no holes, just cabochons, and I've done green moss agate. There's 10 of those. Let's have a look. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then 10 of the carnelians. And in your pack, you're going to get 1 moss agate and 1 carnelian. So it's a 2-piece pack, 1 moss agate, 1 carnelian. They're 24 by 18 millimeters. They are calibrated cabochons, and you get the 2 pieces for £9.50. So again, great value for money, but I've only got 10 packs. 104UC is the code, and there's only 10 packs available. So you're going to get, let's give you an example. 1 of each like this. Oh, imagine you could have 2 rings and switch them out. On the 103s, I've got 2 for Shahzain, please. Yeah. And then on the 104s, I've got 2 for Shahzain, 1 for Beverly Jackson, 1 for Janine McAllister Cragg, 1 for Hannah, No, there are smaller cabs on our website, Louise. If you search carnelian, they will come up. One for Amanda Disney. Did you ask me for smaller cabs than that, Louise? I thought you'd just asked for cabs. I thought I'd done it. I thought it was like, woohoo, that's it. I did one. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we've got 4 left, have we? 4 packs left. 24 by 18 millimeters, 2-piece packs, only 4 packs left. 104 UC for £9.50. Beautiful cabochons can be made into large ring sizes or small pendants. Lovely. Yes, please. I can't send you the link right now, Louise, but if you do, hop onto the website now and just purchase, put in carnelian and purchase the little cabs. There's little cabs on there. There you go. Right. Okay. Anyone else? I'm going to put them away and they're going to go onto the pop-up shop. 104 UC for £9.50. 2-piece pack. Only, I don't know, 3 left, is there? 4 left. Yeah. 4 remaining. They don't have a lot of smaller size pieces, Louise, in the shop. So they didn't have the small cabs this time. Okay, right. 104 for Carol Wilson. Next, right, we're leaving the Moss Agate Carnelian shop now. But yesterday we found, and we have been invited to go back tomorrow and live sell from this location. And we found an aquamarine lady. And I think we're going to do it. We haven't actually really said, have we? I think we're going to go live at your time tomorrow, about 10 o'clock in the morning. And we're going to go and try and go through the gemstone market. We've been invited by a couple of different vendors to go and have a look at all of their products live, so we thought, okay, we might give it a go. But it started with this particular vendor who said, come onto my stand and do a live. And she's got some awesome aquamarines. Look at these juices. 104 for Ronnie Reed, please. Right, okay. Look at these. So these are your aquamarine donuts. They are 35 millimeter. They probably are stabilized, so I'm going to make that really clear. Aquamarine now is becoming very difficult to get unstabilized, so but it means that it's much more durable, so we're going with it. But they are beautiful, beautiful aquamarine. Lots of them have got the cloud patterns, just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at how blue they are. They're just delightful, aren't they? Very, 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 very special. Really loving it. We don't have any Labradorite, I'm afraid. No. These are your 35 millimeter aquamarines. I've got a 104, please, from Mary Ruth Burkett. Are you ready? Because it's aquamarine. It should be extremely pricey. I would imagine a donut like that would be around about £40. That's what I would think. So definitely sitting at the malachite prices, definitely. But actually, they are only £20 each, but this is all we were allowed at £20. I think there's 19 is all there.
Yeah, there is.
There you are. So there's not very many. 105AX for your aquamarine donut. You don't come across it very often, especially not in this beautiful, beautiful color. 105AX, and that is £20 a donut. Look at that. Some of them have even got a little schiller inside. They're really beautiful. I've got 105 for Hannah Lorendu. It's got carvings in as well, and donuts, yeah, and also just bits and all sorts of delights, really. There's some amber in here, there's some malachite, there's some carvings, there's a whole load of donuts, so it's all lovely. 1 for Janine McAllister Cragg, 2 for Lorraine Drever, 1 for Katrina Durrant, 1 for Nisha Kana. If you're looking to make something special for that aquamarine baby, I think that's a March birthstone aquamarine, because I think it's actually my birthstone. They're gorgeous, aren't they? 1 for Claire Reed. 1 for Carol Wilson. 1 for Hannah. There's only 15 here on this tray. Is there only 15 in that tracker? Let's hope so. I didn't write it on the back. Yes.
We've got 4 left.
Did we get Tara Porter?
Yeah, we've got Tara.
Yeah, we've got you, Tara. One for Yvonne Vickers. Now there's the 3 left.
Yeah.
3 remaining now. 105AX for £20. Only 3 remaining on your aquamarine donuts. Aren't they beautiful? And all of them have got a lovely, they're both sides are really nice. Look at that. Some great patterns in there. Has mine come through? No, one for Gemma Crow. You'll be able to watch the live back. We will try and keep the lives unless Facebook kicks it off. It should be on YouTube as well. I'm not sure if it shares to YouTube, but I think it does. So you'll be able to watch the live back. Anything that's remaining will go onto the pop-up shop, but we are thinking that there will be a lot of low stock items that probably won't make it, like this one. 105 for Catherine Woolard. Does that mean I've only got one remaining? Only one left now. 105AX for the last aquamarine donut. You got to snap it up. You don't want to go to bed tonight and dream that you should have got the aquamarine donut. 105AX, £20. Oh, it does, Beverly says. Oh, excellent. I have no idea how YouTube works. 105AX for just £20. 1 remaining. Susan Flockhart. Well done, Susan. Right, that's it. Lovely. They have sold out. We're coming on to the amber next. So you're looking at amber pendants, and these are also super. They're just super. Let me just pop all my aquamarine. I had to get everything in and out of bags today. It's the only way to manage all these pendants. Sold out. And this one next. Oh no, it's the carvings yet first. Carvings first, right. Oh, I don't know how we're going to do this. Oh, I've left an aquamarine behind. So I've got a whole tray of carvings going on. But nowhere to put it. Oh, whoopsie, now there's stuff everywhere. Right, so I'm going to start with some carvings. Hi, Lycian, don't worry, you've only missed a few. Where's my white gone? Is it under here? Yes. Yeah. Oh, this was a good idea. I thought I'll cut a piece of black card that fits in there absolutely perfectly. Never considered that I'd have to get it in and out. There we are. Right, I'm going to start with the tiger's eye carving. We've only got one tiger's eye carving, but it's a good one. If you've only got one of something, you want it to look like this. This carver not only is absolutely exceptional, so these will be machine carved. So someone designs a machine and it produces the carving over and over again. But look at the quality of the tiger's eye that they've used. And on all of these skulls that we picked up, the chatoyancy goes at an angle. So they all look insane. Look at that. That is fabulous, isn't it? They're just so cool. So you're going to get 2 pieces in your tiger's eye pack. You get 1 smooth skull and 1 decorated skull. I didn't know how else to describe them. So you're going to get, they are as good as they look on that screen, honestly. Now, this is what I was saying earlier when someone said, are they all drilled? They are drilled, but you can see that here, you can't see that they're drilled. You have to tilt them, and they have a hole, but they put the hole on these at an angle so that it's not as obvious. So it does have a hole if you want to make them into a pendant, but you don't have to, because as you can see, you can easily disguise the hole. They are insane. Karen, I thought of you. I knew you'd love them. Beautiful pirate treasures. They are. They're fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Maybe they would. I don't know. So, right. And they're so affordable. The price is brilliant as well on all of the carvings. Really, really good. So you're going to get 2 pieces. They are 36 by 23 millimeters approximately. As I said, they are machine cut, so there is a definite amount of symmetry to them, but they are all absolutely exceptional like this. Are you ready for your code? 106EK, £14.50 for the 2 pieces. We would definitely pay normally. We would be charging a lot more than that for 1 piece in the UK. When we've done carvings, we've never seen carvings this quality of tiger's eye. But the carvings, the machine cut carvings that come out in the tiger's eye and the labradorite, they sit at much higher prices than we have been able to get them for here. So we passed on that cost saving to you because that's who we are. We're not margin collectors. We like to pass on all the savings. They're such good value for money. So we just passed it right on to you. They're Stunning, absolutely stunning. If you've got like Jackie House, if you've got a market store or you've got somewhere, you'll be able to sell them on. You'll be able to sell them on at a profit without a shadow of a doubt. £14.50, that includes the VAT. So you take the VAT off if you're VAT registered, you'll definitely be able to sell them on. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Right, let me just bring, I'm going to try and bring them up a little bit closer while I read out some names for you. But unfortunately, they're going to sit in the shadow there, unfortunately. Right, your 106s. First up, I've got Karen Axington. I'm so glad you got them, Karen. One for Nigel Limming, Vilma Hing, Chris Puffer, Jackie Robson. Two for Judith Jones. One for Jane Clack, Sarah Duckworth, Vicky Rawls, Tony Davis, Ronnie Reed, Susan Flockhart, and Tinkerbird. Anyone else? I'd get them. Once they've gone, they'll be gone on Monday night, never to return. 106 EK, they're absolutely insane. £14.50 for one of the decorated skulls and one of the smooth plain skull. They're just lovely. 106 EK, 36 by 23 millimeters approximately. And they do have that drill hole. If you wanted to turn them into a simple pendant, you could do, or I don't know, you can make them into you can make a body. Couldn't you?
Yeah.
Why not? So I want you to do that and put that on Inspire. Wire wrap yourself a body. Why not? Absolutely amazing, amazing tiger's eye. 106 EK. Okay, I've got to move on. I can't be lingering. So I'm moving right on. Next, I've got these, and I'm afraid, irony of the code, eek, says Beverly Jones. I've only got this one in red labradorite. I can't promise that you're going to get it though, but somebody's going to get it. And then one, I don't know, golden, and they are carved lions. They're quite difficult to see on the screen actually, but they're not in real life. I've got 106, please, for Mary. That's what she's trying to bid. Thank you, Mary. These, I've only got these two available. So they are lion head carvings in labradorite. Same again, does have that drill hole, but it's very discreet if you don't want to use it. They are 37 millimeters. I think they're supposed to be 40 millimeter discs, really. And they are also at a super price. Thank you very much, Laura, because I'm really impressed with the pricing this evening. I think that we've done a really good job, just blowing our own trumpet, but I'm really pleased with the pricing. I was a little bit nervous because the cost of everything has jumped so high, and they've had lots of tax issues here. And so they stopped from buying in October from this market. So I was a little bit nervous that we'd come into some silly prices, but no, I think we've done a really good job, some really great negotiations. So these are two carved lions. They're the only two that we've got. And the code for these is 107XR, only £16.50. These at home would definitely be near the £30 bracket, and that's without them being this insane quality. And one of them is in red labradorite, and that is exceptionally rare. Lions, they are lions heads. Sorry, I don't know. Did I say tiger? Possibly. One to Vilma Hing is my first bidder. And the next bidder, come on, people. I thought they would be gone in a flash. I'm sure they will be. Look at the flash on that. Then all the bids have come through at once. And it's Christine Jamal who has got the other one. Congratulations to both of you. They are super, absolutely super. It's not going to stop there. Oh, no. We're on a roll now. Look at this. This is a raven. And I think that's quite quirky. Now, the drill hole they've put here. Let me show it from the back because it's easier to see the drill hole from the back. The labradorite on the back is really extraordinary on all of them, isn't it? And then we've rooted through to find the ones with the very best flashes. So that means it's going to hang with its beak down. But you can do whatever you want with it. You clever people can get it to hang any way that you like. But that is a raven skull. Is this one limited stock? Yes. Limited stock on this one. It's around about 30 millimeters, really unusual, not seen it before, and that is only £14.50. Again, the carving, the detail in the carving, the wings, the beak, it's excellent. So it is a labradorite raven carving, 30 millimeter, top drilled, £14.50. 1080U. It's a crow, Gemma. You got to get one. 1080U. I've got one for Tara Porter, one for Jane Clack. Aren't they beautiful? One for Yvonne Vickers, Anne Spedding. I've got you, Jane, already. Another one for Tara Porter, Debbie Needham, Ronnie Reed, Karen B7235. Is it you, Karen Burrows? I'm trying to think which Karen ends in a B. 1080U is your code. One for Gemma.
We've only got one left.
And the last one has gone to Jane Clack. Please, could you remove the price of Gemma's? Gemma's, yours is a gift from us because it's a Gemma Crow. So it's for you, definitely. Right, next up, we have got, I've put them in the wrong order. No, I haven't. I've just done what I always do and totally make no logic to it whatsoever. Right, next we have got a Labradorite Ganesha head. This again is low limited stock. There's really very few, isn't there?
Yeah.
Beautiful Labradorite detail in your Ganesha head. Ganesha is my Hindi god as well. So top drilled.
Yeah, there's only 10.
10 available. That's all on this one. Beautiful, quite slim. I did have the pack somewhere, didn't I? Because I lost it and then I thought I found it again. Oh, I've only got a couple. That's it. I've got a couple more I can show you. I'll give you the code and then I'll get the others out. The code for the Ganesha, £12.50 on the carved Ganesha head. Top drilled, 40 by 27 millimeter, £12.50. It's insane. 109QL is the code, £12.50. I'll just show you another couple more that I picked up. So you can see that the quality is the same throughout all of them. Again, the colours on the back is just mad. 109QL is your code. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, you've got a flash of red in there as well. Reds and blues and all sorts. They've absolutely upped their game with the Labradorite. Right, 109, sorry. Anne Spedding, Jenny Lawson, Ronnie Reed, Gemma Crow, Carol Wilson. I've got Lorraine Drever, Laura at Tinkerbird. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 left, everybody. Come on, we don't want them on the pop-up shop, really, do we? You want them to be live only. Now Emily spent extra time photographing them. She doesn't want them to go on there. Ronnie Reed, I've already got you for one, so don't worry. I translated your code. Don't worry. 109QL, £12.50. Once they've gone, they've gone. 3 left, 3 left. Emily's thinking, don't do it. And I'm thinking, go on. Another one for Jenny Lawson. 2 left, everybody. Oh, look at the flash. Look. Wow. That is madness. I don't know where they've got this Labradorite.
All of the colours in the Labradorite as well.
Really great Labradorite. And as I said yesterday, which is possibly a bit rude, so do apologise to anyone who's watching. One for Katrina Durrant. Yeah. That China never did Labradorite well. It was a weakness. They never got it right. But they're very clever. They're a very clever nation. They see an opportunity. India was the place for, without a shadow of a doubt, for the Labradorite. But they're coming up, aren't they? They're coming up well. The Labradorite that we've seen has all been lovely. In fact, we haven't seen any rotten Labradorite, but then we haven't looked at it, I suppose, if I looked for that price point. As I was saying earlier, you get what you pay for, and it's very much that is the case. 109, how many? One left. Come on, guys. 1 left. We don't want to put it on the pop-up shop for 1. That is rubbish. So another one for Tinkerbird. Thank you very much. Right, that's lovely. Thank you. They have also sold out. I'm just going to pop them away so they don't get damaged. Brilliant. We're sticking with the carvings. I'm going to put those out. Now we're going back to the skulls now in Labradorite. We can't put two in a pack in Labradorite, unfortunately. So we've split them. You've got your smooth skull, but we're also going to bring you the decorated skull. But we have hand selected all the ones with the super flash. Look at that. Does have the top drill, same place as your tiger's eye. As I said, if it's got a bit of polishing, this one's all right. But it does have a bit of polishing compound in there. Just poke it out. It's fine. Look at that. I can see, Laura, don't worry. Right, it's just gorgeous. I mean, I know he's a skull. It can't be a beautiful skull. But I think that is a beautiful skull. Lovely, isn't he? 35 by 23 millimeters approximately. Please do keep in mind that the sizes are always approximate. It is top drilled. Are you ready? I mean, 110 NS. 110 NS is your code. I don't know what we'd normally pay for. We've never seen this before, so it's hard to say. But judging by our similar carvings, you're looking at £25 plus, I'd say. No. £12.50. £12.50. Just beautiful, beautiful beads for £12.50. 110 NS. I'm sure you can hang it on this if you're clever enough. I just don't think I am, but I'm sure you could hang it on the cord if you wanted it very, very straightforward. 110 NS, £12.50. The back is nearly flat. Can you see it's very, very slightly rounded? I'm not sure it would bezel set very flat. You could possibly put some metal in the back and sort of prop it out, Laura, maybe. It would take, but it's not 100% flat. 110 is your code, 110 NS, and that is for your Labradorite skull with a gorgeous flash, £12.50 a skull. Exceptional pricing. 110, I've got Ronnie Reed, Susan Flockhart, 2 for Carol Wilson, 1 for Gemma Crow, Nigel Limming, Jackie Robson, Jane Clack, Tara Porter, thank you, Louise, 1 for Christine Jamal, 1 for Lynn Blewett, 2 for Tinkerbird, and 2 for Jane Price. What's the 110 NS? She says. I think it is a bid. I'm taking it as a bid, Jane. 110 NS. Any more? If I haven't read out your name, it's because I haven't seen your bid. So please do rebid. Try and unblock yourself by replying to your comment or make it known to others that I can't see you, and they will normally let me know that I can't see you. They will be going into the pop-up shop, the skulls, so you can always get them in the pop-up shop. You can search the pop-up shop by the code. So if you are umming and ahhing, tonight is a little bit tricky because we are going to have some sellouts tonight because everything is very much hand selected. But with this one, there is quantity of this, so this will go into the pop-up shop. Jot down those codes and it will save you hours of scrolling if you just want to go in and add those to your basket. Remember that we are in China. There is an estimated 8-week delivery period. We can't promise anything for Christmas, I'm afraid. We will do our best, but we can't promise it. If not, you're going to have some brilliant treats in the new year. It's going to be better than Christmas when this arrives. You missed the tiger's eye, Jane, but while I'm here, because it's you, I'll just pop the tiger's eye up and then we'll move on to the other skull. 1 second. The tiger's eye is a pack of 2 skulls. So you get the 2, 1 smooth and 1 decorated, 106 EK, £14.50. And that is for your 2 tiger's eye skulls, 106 EK. Carol Wilson can't seem to reply. Okay, Carol Wilson, you can either direct message us or wait for the pop-up shop. I've seen Carol bidding on some stuff, but I haven't seen you on the Labradorite skull. So would Carol like one? Can you just let me know, Gemma, please? 110 NS, £12.50. Okay, I'm moving on to the next, which is the decorated Labradorite skull. And I mean, I don't really know why. I presume this what's the festival called? The Day of the Dead, is it?
Yeah.
I presume it's that festival skull. I've got a 106 for Jane Price, please. This is the carving. Again, you've got that top drill going through the back there. 1 We'll get one for Carol Wilson, please. If you don't want it, Carol, just let us know. 111YV, but I'd rather we put it on than we didn't put it on and you didn't get one. 111YV, £12.50 for your decorated skull. I've got some more I can show you, maybe. Maybe I haven't. I thought I had. Do I have any more? Are they on the bed? Oh, no, here they are. Thank you. 111YV. Nice to see something a little bit different. I'm just going to pop all these out. Look, here's some examples of the others. They're all awesome, aren't they? Look at the flash. Look at the flash. Look at this dude. 2 for Carol Wilson on the 110s, please. Thank you, everybody, for helping Carol. That's the plain skulls. There are some examples of those. 111YV. Carol, I can see you there. I can see you, but I haven't seen a bid. Maybe type it in a sentence next time, Carol. I know it's hard when you don't have time. 111YV. Susan Flockhart, Nigel Limming, Lynn Blewett, Jane Clack, Yvonne Vickers, Jane Price, Ronnie Reed, one for Claire Reed. Anyone else for a decorated skull? I think you're going to regret it. If you get back your plain skull, you'll think, oh, I should have got a decorated skull. This one is mad. Look at that. Blinded by the flash on him, aren't we? Look at that. Thank you very much, Tinkerbird. Thank you. Hello to my lovely husband, who's very lonely without me because he doesn't have the dog to love anymore. You can't switch me out. 111YV, £12.50. Couldn't do it without you, dear. Couldn't do it without you. No idea where your kids are. He knows what I'm talking about. The kids just apparently are living their own life and he doesn't know where they are. 111YV, just to caveat that, the kids are not children. They are, in fact, teenagers. He's not leaving like 4-year-olds running around or something. So 111YV, anyone else? I got you, Susan. I think you were the first, actually, Susan. 111 for Carol Wilson. Thank you. The dog died, Judith, I'm afraid, last August, was it? I don't know. It was a while ago, yeah. But Carl misses someone to hug when I'm not there. And the cat doesn't like us, so there's no hugging there, only on its terms. 111YV. Right, anyway, let's move right on because we don't have time. Let's have a look. I'm just popping these back on the tray. 1 second. Lovely. Welcome if you have just joined us this evening. We are live from China and we're having lots and lots of fun in this on this trip. It's been really, really great. And as you can see, we've found some bargains. No, the puppies come and go. The puppies come and go, Louise, because we volunteer for guide dogs. So we often end up with a puppy, but no, they don't die. We keep those alive. Yeah, the dog was old, it's one of those things. Right, okay. This one, we bought all the stock because it is really limited. How many are there? I'll bring them all out. Was it 18 or 15? 15. I've got them all here. All in blinking bags, of course. Just a minute. There's only 15. This is a carved leopard head. I think you'll agree it's really quite exceptional. It is 45 by 50 millimeters, so it's large. It's top drilled like this through the back. Look at the flash on the back. Isn't it lovely? So much detail in the beautiful, beautiful. So a lovely pendant size. Just move. Oh, I can't really move my camera out of the way. There you are. That would look great on one of these necklaces, wouldn't it? Where you could actually, these necklaces, they're sliders, so you could pull it really quite high and just have a massive leopard around your neck. Oh, you're going to love it, but you're going to love it even more when you see the price, because for this quality of Labradorite with this exceptional carving, I think this is worth a lot of money, and this is definitely a resale one. You can sell this on for much more. I would even say possibly double what we're about to charge you for this. This is brilliant value for money. As I said, we bought all 15, so I'll try and show you them as we go. I'll bring that code up until the 15 have gone. but it's just beautiful. This one does have quite a flat back, if that helps you, but you would have to have a hell of a lot of silver to make that into a bezel set. It would be very tricky. I couldn't do it. This one, 45 by 50 millimeters. There's your code, 112ZO, £16.50. £16.50. It's massive. It's beautiful labradorite. It's beautifully carved. £16.50. One for Karen Garner, one for Helen Gray. Let me get time to show you the others. Just a minute. Oh no, I think they've all gone. I'm just going to show you the others, and then I'm just going to do it my way. But they're all in packets. They insisted on packeting them all so they didn't break one another. But just to show you that they look, that's another one. Just the quality of them is madness. It's just madness. Some of them have got patches of labradorite, but they're all beautiful. £16.50. Gorgeous, isn't he? I like that. I like that one with the lower jaw. Oh, this one, the labradorite, is also insane. Look at that. And it just goes on and on through all 15. Right, okay. I'm going to let Emily shout out the names because she's already documented you, and it's too long a list for me to scroll back up to the top. So whoever Emily's got, that's who's going to get it.
So I've got Karen Garner, Helen Gray, Chris Puffer, Yvonne Vickers, Helen Bromfield, Judith Jones for 4. I've got Jane Price, and I've got so many names. Hannah Lorendu for 2. And that's all.
And that's it. I don't know if you heard that. I hope you did hear that. But I'm very sorry, but they are very sold out. So congratulations. Oh, let's hope there's not one down. No, he's survived the fall. If we find any more, we will buy some more, definitely. But I think it was that price that was never to be done again. It was you have to buy the whole batch, and we're not going to do this price again. So if you got one, congratulations. If not, then we'll try and find them again, but they will come in at a higher price. But I think even if they were double the price, they would still be worth the money. They're extraordinary. Right, next we have got just a couple of carvings left before we move on to the amber now. This is in pounds, Sabrina. We're in the UK. Well, we're not in the UK. We're actually currently in China, but we are a UK-based company, and this is in pounds. This one, a butterfly with a skull inside. Unusual, isn't it? But pretty. I think there's roses all the way around the outside. This is drilled as well. So you can see that's the drill hole coming out there, and then it goes in between the top. So again, at an angle, that drill hole. So I think they are roses all the way around the butterfly wings. Do you think? I think so. And then the skull in the middle. Could you just confirm if it was Jane Clack or Jane Price that got the skull? I think it was Jane Price. It was Jane Price. Sorry, Jane. 113XD, limited stock, £14.50. I'm just going to show you a couple more of these because I've seen them somewhere today. These are limited. I have a tattoo like that, Jackie says. Oh, you definitely need the matching labradorite for your tattoo. Definitely. Look. I've got one for Lynn Blewett, one for Ronnie Reed. We've got a red flash right in his eye in this one. One for Sarah Duckworth. One for Jackie Robson to match a tattoo. Look at that. Oh, look at the red. The amount of labradorite I've sold, and I tell you, there's more red labradorite here than I think I've seen. Yeah, one for Karen Atkinson. It's very slim, that one. One for Debbie Needham. I can see you saying unblock, Holly, but I haven't seen a bid from you. One for Abiola. Do you want me to spell it?
It's all good.
You're all right? Got it. I've got Karen Atkinson. I've got Debbie Needham. There we go. Rightio. Sometimes, Eleanor, you have to just admit defeat, don't you? But not most of the time. Most of the time, we are able to get most people what they want, I think. Look at that. They're absolutely gorgeous. 113XD. This is the last of the large carvings. We've just got some dinky carvings to go. 113XD, £14.50. This is all the stock we've got. We've got a couple more here so that you can see them all. They're possibly not to everybody's taste. I still think they're fabulous. One for Jane Price. Wow. Wow. Look at that. There you go. That's all of them there. 113XD is for your Labradorite skull butterfly, 40 by 35 millimeters. Does have that top drill, can easily be made into a pendant. Yes. How many have we got left, please?
We've got 4 left.
4 remaining. 1 for Susan Flockhart, 3 remaining. Can I have the fancy edge one? You can put the request in. I don't know which one's fancy edge though, Karen. But I mean, they're all fancy. I'll put you down, Karen, and just put it into the comments section. I'll hold it like this so you can take a screenshot so you can know which one. 1 for Karen Atkinson, please. 1 for Anne Spedding. How many?
We've got 2 left.
2 left. 2 left, guys. 2 left. 113XD, £14.50. 2 left. I can't put 2 on the pop-up shop. I can't. Mind you, what's going to happen is everyone's going to go on the carvings in the pop-up shop and say there's no carvings have gone in the pop-up shop. That's why. And Lisa will be dealing with loads of comments and no one's put the carvings in the pop-up shop. But sometimes you just got to watch the live. Did Ronnie Reed get a 112, please? Right, I've got 2 left. I'm not quitting because they're too awesome to quit. 113XD, £14.50. You're sitting there thinking maybe, maybe, maybe. It's not a maybe because this is it. This is it. We're only here till Friday. Last live is Thursday night. This is it. You don't know. Will we ever find them again? I don't know. Will we ever find them at this price? I don't know. 1 for Chris Puffer. There is now only 1 remaining. So you've just got to do it. Add it to your collection of oddities. In the curiosity cabinet, these are worth it just for the astonishing Labradorite. 113XD.
We didn't get one for Ronnie, sadly.
We didn't get you one, Ronnie, I'm afraid. I'll just check this is still connected. Yes. Tony Davis, thank you very much. Tony's sitting there thinking, gosh, move on. Move on. I'm just going to buy it. So she moves on. Thank you, everybody. Let's carefully put them away this time. My great big arms earlier on. Right, the last of the carvings. We've still got so much to come tonight, so don't be too disappointed. Oh, I meant to. That's what my black sheep was. Start again. That's what I cut the black sheep for, to do the Labradorite carvings. I'm going to do the last one on my black sheet, and you watch it. It's going to look. We didn't even need the black sheet. The Labradorite was so good. Right, these are very close to Emily's heart. They look so dinky now. They really do. No, there'll be no jade on this trip, I'm afraid. We have good reason why not. We'll share that with you another day. So these are little skull beads. Now, we've done skull carved pearls, and they are extremely popular. So when we saw these, we were very excited. Some of them have got the decorated skull, look, and some have got a plain skull, and you're going to get a mixed pack of 3. They are flat beads that are drilled through from top to bottom. They have got a flat back. I'll show you the cord in a second. And you get 3 pieces in your pack like this. Now, Emily rooted through the few thousand beads and picked out all the ones with the flash on the face. And it took her quite a while. It did, didn't it? So quite some time. But she's picked out all the ones with the, so they're going to all be really, really pretty. This is a great deal. You get 3 beads in your pack, and they are 14 by 19 millimeters. I don't know that that's right either. It doesn't look like 19 millimeters. No, 14 by 9 millimeters are they?
Yeah.
14 by 9 millimeters. The card's wrong, sorry. And you get 3 pieces in your pack. 114 KP for £9.50 for 3 pieces, 3 beads. So you've got labradorite beads there with the skulls, with the flash, little carved skulls. I'm not very good at holding them, sorry. £9.50, 114 KP. Please multi-purchase, because Emily spent a lot of time and effort buying rather a lot of them, but all of them at the same time. So once they've gone, because we've taken all the good ones. So we don't want to oversell them. We only want the ones that we've hand selected. So 114 KP, great addition to the little pearl skulls. I think they're super cute, super cute. I'll just correct this card for you. So they're 14 by 9 millimeters. There you are, 9 millimeters. So a nice size as well. Great for earrings and a pendant. You could do all sorts with them, couldn't you? Right, 114s. Let me go to the top of the list. I've got Sarah Duckworth, 2 for Debbie Needham, 1 for Candy Barnes, Carol Wilson, Jackie Robson, 2 for Lynn Blewett, 1 for Ronnie Reed. Are you all right?
Yeah, all good.
3 for Judith Jones, 2 for Jane Price, 2 for Jane Clack, 1 for Abiola, 3 for Abiola, sorry, 1 for Jenny Lawson, 2 for Tara Porter, 1 for Tinkerbird, and 2 for Mary Ruth Burkett. Anyone else, please do not hold back. 114 KP. They're very cute little beads, so you'll be able to make them into little earrings. You can make them into individual pendants. I think they'll just be really, really popular. Skulls are so popular, aren't they? Did I get 2 for Mary?
Yeah.
We've got 2 for Mary. 1 for Christine Jamal. 1 for Vilma Hing. You get all 3 beads in your pack. It could be a mix of any of those. So you could get 3 of the same, or you might get 3 totally different ones. Who knows what combination you're going to get. If you do need a particular combination, you can pop it into the notes when you check out. Another one for Carol Wilson, please. And this is 114 KB, all 3 beads, carved labradorite with facial flash, selected by the lovely Emily for just £9.50. 3 for Cheryl Savaker. Hi, Cheryl. Skulls sell, Jackie says. Very true. We sell a lot of skulls. 1 for Sharon Barker. Anyone else? I mean, we do have just a few to get through. This is how many we've got. Wow, look at them all. So I'm not going to tip them all out. But Emily did a great job of finding them. Some of them have even got stripy faces. Look at these. Thanks, Emily, says Judith.
Welcome.
1 for Karen Atkinson. I think they're horrid, but I have a goth granddaughter who adores them. She makes bracelets. Perfect. 1 for Lorraine Drever. You're going to get 3 pieces in your pack. 114 KP. £9.50 for 3 beads. Right, I've got to get them all back in now. Excellent. Thank you, Emily, everybody says.
Yeah.
Oh, clap for the carvings. That was fun, wasn't it? Loving the carvings. Didn't stop there, though. Then we left that supplier. I've got a 114 Karen B. Thank you. And we found some beautiful Baltic amber. Oh, somebody asked about the cords. Let me just give you the code for the cords. Well done, Emily. Carol says, indeed. Emily gets dragged all over the world, and she has to like gemstones. And if she doesn't like them, she has to pretend to like them, so it's all good. So the cord is a basic cord. We do have a couple of fancier ones at the end of the live, but this is a basic cord necklace. Its longest length is 24 inches, and you just slide the toggle to make it as long and as short as you'd like. It's similar to this one I'm wearing, but it's just basic, and then at the end it has another little thread which you can then tie your pendant to. So really straightforward. I've got 2 colorways for you. I've got a black or a brown set. You get 3 cords in the pack. So 159 RP for £4 you get 3, and then 160 DP for 3 pieces of the black. Polysynthetic twinning. You taught me that. Thank you. 159 RP for brown and 160 for black, and that is 3 pieces in your pack, and they're about 24 inches. And then you just pop your gemstone on the bottom there, and you just tighten them as short or as long as you would like. So really, really simple. You don't have to be a jeweler to be able to do it. Definitely not. 160 and 159. We're just popping those codes up throughout the evening, so if you make a purchase on the donuts or on the pendants, you can just quickly make some pendants up. I've got 2 for Cheryl Savica, 1 for Ronnie Reed on the 160s, please, 1 for Vilma Hing, 2 for Susan Flockhart, 1 for Tinkerbird. What a lovely colour. Aren't they nice? Nice. So here we've got 19. There's only 18 there because one is stuck on the necklace, but it will be coming off. 2 for Bridget Dwell, thank you. We've got 19 Baltic amber pendants with a lovely juicy drill hole. I reckon that's about a 3mm drill, that is, look. They're organic shapes. Each one is very, very independent. Are they custard colour? I mean, I don't know. We couldn't determine the colour of custard. We just went round in circles with it. Another one, please, for Tinkerbird. Lovely. Oh, my, Naomi says. Look at these. Lovely. We've got 17, actually. We've got 17. You just triggered a thought, Naomi. Right. Okay. Are you ready? 3mm drill hole. Organic amber. We're saying organic as in the shape is organic. It's not got a specific shape. Doesn't mean that you can eat them, and they, nothing like that. This is £18.50, people. Massive pieces of amber. Do you know how much big bits of amber are? This is insane. I found this under a cupboard, didn't I? I was rooting through this supplier's whole office, and I found them under a cupboard in a bag. And I was like, oh, we're having those. 115 CZ, £18.50. There's only a few. That is very true. Only a few. £18.50, Julie. You didn't miss the price. I think you must have just thought, what? That can't be right. Looks like butterscotch. Does look like butterscotch. So this is quite often how amber comes out before they treat it. It comes out with a solid colour like that, and then they pressure treat it, and it becomes clearer. The clarity comes through. So 115 CZ. I'm telling you. Again, you could sell them on for more. I even put them into Google to see how much amber pendants were, but you couldn't even find anything. We couldn't find anything like that at all, but there was nothing under £20. 115 Chris Puffer for 1. This is Baltic amber, absolutely. Kate Oliver, Cheryl Savica, Jane Ridge. You find all the treasures, Helen says. I do, because I don't look where everyone else looks. That's what it is. 1 for Hazel Westwater, 1 for Judy Gill Frisbee, 2 for Tinkerbird. Naomi already got you for 2. Do you want another 2? 1 for Karen B, and 1 for Elysian. How many have I got left? Depending if Naomi wants 2 more.
I have 5 left.
There's 5 left, just waiting on Naomi. What's happened here to my internet? No, it's all right, still there. Don't worry. 2 more for Naomi, please. So now there's 3 left. 1 for Judy Gill Frisbee. Another one, that is.
Oh, okay.
1 for Ronnie Reed. So now there's 1 left. Yeah? I think.
Yeah, there
yes,
is.
1 left. Who wants the last one? You're not going to regret that. Could be this very one that you get.
I can see 1 for Karen B.
I said Karen B. Did you get her?
Nope.
No, Karen B. You've got the last one. Oh no, 2. Sorry, another one for Elysian. Then Naomi only wants 2. So okay. Another one for Elysian. So now there is again 1 left.
Yeah.
Confusing, but we know what's going on. So anyone missed on 1? So 115 CZ, there is 1 remaining. Elysian has definitely got 1. 2, you've got 2, Elysian. Look at that. Beautiful. They are beautiful. I love them very much. Lovely big juicy bits of amber. Gorgeous. Right. No, last one. I don't think these are going on the pop-up shop, are they? Did you photograph them?
I photographed them, yeah.
I think poor Emily might have wasted rather a lot of her evening. Let's put them in. That's a bit too big for the scoop. No one else wants that last one now with all the confusion. 115 CZ. Last one on the amber pendants. Now we're going on to a donut extravaganza, and it's going to go really fast. Sharon Barker would like the last one. Thank you very much, Sharon. It's going to go really, really fast, and because we've got a lot of donuts to get through. They're all really affordable, fantastic. It's been really fun actually doing the donuts. After that, don't worry if you don't like the little donuts that are really cheap. We're then going on to hand-selected malachite, malacola, and there's some cords and everything as well. So there's still lots to come. I'm going to start with the smaller size on the donut. We do have lots of 30mm donuts, and then on top of that we've got lots of 50mm donuts, but I'm going to go through the codes really quickly because if you're not into donuts then it becomes a little bit boring. So we'll go through them really quickly. We did a live. I know I keep on about this live that I've been on about. It was, I don't know, a couple of years ago now, with 30mm round donuts like this, and we sold 1,400 donuts. Okay, people. So we know you love a donut. Since then, we've done the odd donut, but we've never done anything like it again. So I think this is the next thing. So please, we want to try and beat our target. So don't save it for the pop-up shop. I know it's going to possibly go a little bit crazy, but we would really like you to bid tonight. So I appreciate if you don't want to bid tonight, but please, if you're thinking, oh, I'll just wait till the pop-up shop. We want the numbers, okay? We want them on our numbers. So that's how it's very exciting. We've got all of these 30 mils for you. And I'm going to run through each one with a code. So we've got Tiger's Eye. They won't be in this order, but I'll just tell you what they are. Tiger's Eye, Tree Agate. This is Leopard Skin Jasper, Zebra Jasper. This is a type of serpentine, they said, which has got purple in it. But sometimes when they don't know what it is, they just say, oh, it's serpentine. So I would have gone Jasper. But anyway, put it as serpentine. It's one or the other. This one is a dyed lapis, a crazy lace. This is Goldstone, which is a man-made material, but very, very sparkly. Bronzite, lepidolite, carnelian, beautiful. We've got a quartz, and you can use these as sphere stands. You can use them for your jewelry. You can do all sorts with them. Amazonite and amethyst, and they are all at the same price. Normally, you would expect your amethyst to be at a higher price point, and your lepidolite is creeping up in price now. That is really going up in price. So look at all of this selection. Is everybody ready for your donut extravaganza? Because we are going to go fast, and I hope you are going to buy lots. I would recommend that you multi-purchase here so that you can get the most out of your donut live. So just do it so I don't have to go back through the codes. That'd be most appreciated. So multi-purchase will give you one code at a time. If you've just joined us and you wish to make a purchase for the first time, welcome to Charmers Gems. All you have to do is type the code into the comments, and if you're a new customer, you just send us a message either by email or direct message with your email address, and we get an invoice to you. So it's really straightforward. Remember, your post and packaging is totally free for our China lives using the code PPChina, and there is an estimated 8-week delivery period. We cannot promise the goods for Christmas, so please keep that in mind. But these are going to be fabulous additions to all of your makes for the new year. Look at that. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? Come on, everybody. This is too much of a lag for my level of excitement today. No microfaceted beads today, Marjorie. They are in either tomorrow or Thursday, some of the faceted beads. We had a lot of requests for faceted beads, so we'll be getting those in straight away. Tiger's Eye, nice quality. All the 30mm donuts are only £4.50 a donut, okay? So they're all £4.50 donut for 30mm donuts. I feel like you're not as excited as me. I need some level of excitement. I mean, Emily's just like, okay. There's been a lot of donut talk over the course of the day. I need some emojis or at least some level of love I mean, I just, and do keep in mind, it's 10 to 4 in the morning now, and I'm still enthusiastic about 30mm donuts. So I'm going to wait for you to put some emojis in. Sharon says, whoop, whoop. Thank you very much, Sharon. That's all I needed. So that's it. Lovely. Yay. Marjorie says, but I think that was about the faceted beads. So, and Elysian's put up some faces. That will do. That's pushed me into getting on with it. Right. Your tiger's eye next. We've got 146 IE for tiger's eye, and that is £4.50 for your 30mm donut. 146 IE. Thank you everyone for the emojis. Now the lag is a bit irritating, isn't it? So 146 IE is your 30mm tiger's eye. You can't go wrong with a tiger's eye donut. You can make it into a lovely simple makes for men bracelet. Look at my bracelet. Just look at that. And that's coming up on another day. So donuts. 2 for Sharon Barker. Sharon's got in there. Thank you very much. 146 IE for your tiger's eye. 2 for Abiola. 1 for Ronnie Reed. Wait a minute. 1 for Gemma Crow. Catherine Woolard. We want to give Emily, finger ache. That's the aim here. 146 IE. £4.50 for your tiger's eye. Right, next one is the Goldstone. Catherine Woolard for 146, please. Goldstone is a man-made material. I've put that there. It's a type of glass. 146 for Lynn Blewett. It's very, very sparkly, and it never really shows up on camera. And I don't know why, because it's really sparkly. But it doesn't ever. 145KH is your Goldstone donut. 145KH, man-made material, but really pretty. That's why we play it. Another 146, please, for Gemma Crow. I think I said 1 for Lynn, but I might not have done. Thank you. 145 for Kimberly Unsworth. 145KH. That is your Goldstone code. I'm just going to line them up as we go. Only one. Leopard skin jasper ups next. 144CX for £4.50 for your leopard skin jasper. Look at the fabulous patterns in there. That would make a really interesting piece of jewelry, wouldn't it? I think that's a bit of, oh no, that is actually part of the jasper. No, it's not. It's a bit of sticky. There you are. Hey, that's better. Looks much better now, doesn't it? 144CX for your leopard skin jasper with lovely patterns in there. 144CX for just £4.50. I'll keep moving even though we've got the lag. Next, we've got the tree agate. I've got 2 144s for Amanda Disney, please. 143YU for your tree agate. This is a white agate with the green tree-like, moss-like inclusions. 144 for 2 for Susan Flockhart's. 1 for Lynn Blewett. 1 for Sharon Barker. 1 for Gemma Crow. 1 for Hannah Lorendu. 143 is your tree agate. Again, £4.50. 2 for Sharon Barker. 1 for Holly Darko. 143YU tree agate. Next, we've got that serpentine, that green serpentine with the slightly purple patches. 142LH. I've got 143, 2 for Carol Wilson. 1 for Hannah Sutherin. 1 for Sam Pickup. This is still the 143s. Okay. And 2 for Amanda Disney. Did you get Sam Pickup? No. If you could direct message us, please, Sam, with your email address. Thank you. 142 is something very unusual. I can see what they mean by serpentine because the bowenite has similar inclusions that look cloud-like. But that's really cool, isn't it? 142LH. Something different. Have you not seen that one before? Okay. Next, we've got your lepidolite. It's going to be a popular one. 142. I've got 2 for Amanda Disney. Excuse the cough. 1 for Karen B. This is your lepidolite, lovely dark lepidolite here. 141RJ, £4.50 for your lepidolite 30mm donut. 141RJ. I've not really seen a lepidolite donut, I don't think. 2 for Sharon Barker. 2 for Nigel Limming. All right, Emily?
Yeah, just
Oh, you've got them before
code,
me.
they're not-
I was going to say.
They're not coming.
Oh, they're not coming to
They're
you.
not coming through. No. It's
Oh,
not good.
do you want me to listen to me or not? No,
I am
I've listened to you
listening
enough.
I'm just trying to work out what code we're on.
Right, 141s. I've got 2 for Sharon Barker. Can you see Sharon? No. 2 for Nigel Limming.
Yeah.
1 for Sandra Arnold.
Yeah.
1 for Hannah Sutheran. 1 for Holly Darko. 2 for Abiola. 2 for Carol Wilson. 1 for Tony Davis. 2 for Karen B. 2 for Tara Porter. 1 for Hannah Lorendu. 1 for Kimberly Unsworth. 1 for Lisa McGreesh. 1 for, do you need to put more lines in your tracker?
We're all good for the moment.
Good. 1 for Ronnie Reed. 2 for Amanda Disney.
Yeah.
3 for Lorraine Drever.
More lines in the tracker.
Just a minute. She's got to put more lines in the tracker, so just give us a second. We do have loads still to come, so just bear with me. We haven't forgotten the rest of you. We will get there. We are going to also do a 50mm round donuts, which I don't think we've really done. We've only done the odd one every now and again. We also went out to the Malachite Chrysocolla shop, which is just an extraordinary place to visit, and hand selected you some awesome pieces. They're so nice. They're coming up later as well. Hello to Atlantis. And we've got those cords. Shall I pop you up the cord code while Emily just wants more codes? We're good to go. Oh, well, let's go back to it then. Never mind the code. I've got, did you get 3 for Lorraine Drever? I've got 2 for Janine McAllister Cragg. Another one for Hannah Sutheran. I don't know what it is, Hannah. Happens to me all the time. 1 for Gemma Crow. 1 for Julianne Watts. 1 for Beverly Jackson. And 1 for Karen Atkinson. Right, that's all the bids I've seen. If I haven't read out your name, it's because I have not seen your bid. If you would like to try and bid again, then it might unblock you or put your code into a sentence. That's your Lepidolite 141RJ. For your lovely dark colours. Said to be good for anxiety and depression and things. Nice to have in your pocket, I think. That's what lots of people do with it. So next up, we've got your Zebra Jasper. Look at this Zebra Jasper. Nice and black and white. 140FW for your Zebra Jasper donut. 140FW is your code. I've got 142... the Serpentine for Hannah Sutheran, please. 140FW, £4.50 for your 30mm Zebra Jasper. I've got two 140s for Abiola. 1 for Tony Davis. 2 for Kimberly Unsworth. Next up, we've got Bronzite, which is 139XX. I've got 140 for Sam Pickup, please. That is your Bronzite. It's quite a heavy gemstone Bronzite. 139XX, if you want something a little bit different. It's been around for ages, but we've only really started to bring it to you quite late, recently, really. 1 for Gemma Crow on your 140, please. Your Bronzite is 139XX. I've got 139 for Sandra Arnold. 2 for Abiola. Carnelians. Oh, look at the colour of that. 138CZ is your carnelian. I've got a 139 for Ronnie Reed, please. 138CZ for your carnelian. It might have a pattern in it as well, the carnelian. £4.50. Bargains. 138 for Sandra Arnold. This is usually one of our most popular donuts, actually, carnelian. 1 for Holly Darko. 2 for Susan Flockhart. 1 for Nigel Limming, 1 for Lynn Blewett, 1 for Claire Reid, 2 for Karen B, 1 for Janine McAllister Cragg, 1 for Christine Jamal, 1 for Amanda Disney, 2 for Lorraine Drever, and then I'm going to go on. That was 1, 3. No, wait a minute. What have I done? Yeah, that's right. I've got 2 for Lorraine Drever, 1 for Ronnie Reid, 1 for Anne Spedding. I've got a 139, please. That's what's thrown me. Is I was trying to not forget the 139. 139 for Tara Porter. Lovely. Right, next we've got your quartz. So if you're going to use it as a sphere stand, this is a lovely colourless one, nice and subtle. I've got 2 138s, please, for Jane Price. 137 is your quartz donut. 137NB for £4.50. And that's your lovely, it's a kind of cloudy quartz. It's not the white quartz. That was another one. We do have more donuts. Honestly, we've got so many donuts, but we've not put them all into this live. So we might add them into Thursday night's live if anyone needs more donuts. I've got a 138 for Carol Wilson, please. And then we're on to the 137. So I've got a 137 for Sharon Barker. Holly Darko. 137. There we are. Lovely. I've got the amethyst. This is really good money for value for money for an amethyst donut because they nearly always sit at a high price. It does have some translucency to it, but it's just not showing up on screen. 137s. I've got 2 for Amanda Disney and 1 for Lorraine Drever. 136YL is your amethyst 30mm donut. 136. That's really irritating. I'm just going to hold the camera there so that you can see that it is actually purple. There you are. Now I've got to tidy back up again, look. 136YL for your amethyst donut. 2 for Carol Wilson. Again, such good value for money. 2 for Anne Spedding. 2 for Hannah Sutheran. 2 for Tara Porter. 2 for Lorraine Drever, 1 for Sam Pickup, 1 for Holly Darko, 3 for Gemma Crow Jewelry, 1 for Amanda Disney, 1 for Hannah Lorendu. 136YL is your amethyst. Next, we've got Amazonite. Amazonite is 135FW for £4.50 for your Amazonite. And again, it might come with patterns and it might come with slightly different muted colours. 135FW. 136, I've got Ronnie Reid. And that is your Amazonite donut, 30mm. 135FW. I've got 2 for Carol Wilson.
For the 135.
For the 135s, yeah. And Amazonite. I'm going to shuffle these up. We're nearing the end of the 30mm. This is a 135 for Hannah Sutheran, please. 2 for Gemma Crow. Let me just check that this is still working. Yes. And 1 for Ronnie Reid. I've got a 136 for Bridget, please. This is a dyed lapis. So it would be hard to get natural lapis at this price. You could get it, but you wouldn't get it that color. 134HM. Sorry that I'm buffering a little bit. I think my internet's it's having a blip. 134HM for your lapis donut. Are you saving the best till last? Lynn said. Oh, Lynn, don't peep. 134HM for £4.50. £4.50 your donuts. 3 for Gemma Crow. 134. That's your lapis. And the last 30 millimeter, just for Lynn, is your crazy lace. This is your crazy lace agate, 30 millimeters, 133 FP. It's a cool one though, Lynn. Look at that. It is. A 134 for Ronnie Reed. 133 FP for your crazy lace 30 millimeter donuts. Then we got the 50 millimeter donuts, but I know that if you're getting bored of donuts, don't go anywhere. We're going to get through them as quick as we can and move back to some malachite. Also donuts though, but probably a little bit more interesting patterns that you haven't seen before. 133 FP, £4.50. 133 for Janine McAllister Cragg. 2 for Amanda Disney. 1 for Gemma Crow, 1 for Bridget Dewall. Beverly, could you put your bid again for me, please? Because I don't know what code that is. I don't think we had a 142. Yeah, I did do the face, but I can't get close to the screen, Christine. So 2 for Susan Flockhart, 2 for Lorraine Drever, 2 for Abiola, 1 for Ronnie Reed. 133 FP is your crazy lace. Okay, they're going away. They're going away. You're going to have to, if you want to add on, you're going to have to add them on the pop-up shop because we don't have time today to go back through the codes, unfortunately. If at the end we feel like we've got time for something, maybe then. But yes, we've got to try and keep the audience. That's the trouble. So some people don't like donuts. What's wrong with people? So 3 crazy for Amanda, she says, please. Right. Never have I seen so many 50 millimeter donuts. I didn't realize they cut so many actually. 142 LH, please, for Beverly Jackson. I'm not sure what it is. It's a mystery one. Let's find out what Beverly's bidding back on. Right.
I've also got 5 133s for Lynn Blewett.
5 133s for Lynn Blewett. Lovely, Lynn. I don't see you actually. No, you're not on my screen. Oh, you are. Sorry, it was my fault. Skip past you. Look at all of these 50 millimeter donuts. Now, Annie wears a 50 millimeter malachite donut, and it looks great. I love it. Look at this. This is a green goldstone. Fancy is that? I know. Earlier on, they said your donuts are ready, and Emily and I both went, that'd be nice if they were real donuts. We would like that a lot. We've not seen a donut here. They do have them. Right, everybody ready? I'm going to go fast with these. They're not even going to fit on my tray. Look, there's so many of them. So we need to go quickly. Is everybody ready for 50 millimeters? I'll put one up here so you can see it. It's really quite sizable. Let me put the green one so it stands out a little bit more. Look at that. It's a great size for a donut. These are also very, 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 very affordable. Amazing. They're amazing. Let's put them here and we'll add them into the tray. We're going to start with your green aventurine 50 millimeter donut. Are you ready for your price? Because it's really good. Well, they're all at the same price again. Only £6.50. That is a really good price for a massive donut. Green aventurine. This is a dyed green aventurine. 116JK. £6.50 for your green aventurine. Enormous 50 millimeter donuts. 116JK. I don't know if everyone will go mad for them like they do the 30 mils because I don't know. We've never really done them in any quantity before. Beverly's playing Guess the Gemstone. Good for you, Beverly. 116JK. Should I spread them out for you a little bit so you can have a better look? There you go. You can't see these ones over there, but I'll just line them here for you. Right, okay. Anyone? 116. Moving swiftly on then. We've got a rhodonite. 117KJ for £6.50 for your rhodonite 50 millimeter. 117KJ. We've got next red jasper donut 118DK for £6.50 for your red jasper. I've got a 117 for Sharon Barker, One for Catherine Woolard. Okay, 119 is your Goldstone. This is a man-made material, and all of them had a mark on, and it's just from the manufacturing process, but all of the ones I picked up had the same mark, so I will presume they come with the same mark. 117 for Lorraine Drever, please. 118 for Candice Tripp. Gemma Crow. Lorraine Drever. 117 for Ronnie Reed, please. Gabbro next. We don't do this. It's also known as lanite. It's got many names, Gabbro. That's it there. Beautiful with your blues, pale pinks. Nice, isn't it? 120PJ, £6.50 for your Gabbro. 120PJ, £6.50. I'm sure this is going to be a popular one. Rose quartz for £6.50. Such a large piece of rose quartz. I've got a 120 for Sandra Hollingshead, Anne Spedding, Nigel Limming, 2 for Karen B, 1 for Kimberly Unsworth, 1 for Hannah Lorendu, 1 for Amanda Disney. Just 1 second. 121 is your rose quartz 50mm. 121. Gemma Crow for 120, please. And Christine Jamal. And Hazel Westwater. And then we're on to the 121s. Okay. Hannah Lorendu. 2 for Lorraine Drever. 2 for Tara Porter. Green Goldstone next. This is also a man-made material. It's a glass. 122KC. It's a dark green body colour, and then it's got all the sparklies in green. Look at that. Very sparkly. 121 for Gemma Crow. 1 for Hannah Sutheran. 122KC is your code for your green Goldstone. 122. Didn't see you, Yvonne. No, let me see if I can see you. If I just missed you. Oh, yeah, 120. Sorry, Yvonne. We've got you. Emily's got you anyway. 1, 2. Right. So sorry. 2 122s for Abiola. 1 for Holly Darko. 1 for Hannah Lorendu. Grey Picture Jasper. Nice patterns in Picture Jasper. 123 AA for your grey Picture Jasper. I've got a 122 for Ronnie Reed. 123 AA for your grey Picture Jasper. Then I've got, next up, 122 for Lynn Blewett. Raspberry Aventurine. Not allowed to tease the way I say raspberry. That is 124KS for £6.50. I bet you say raspberry the same.
Raspberry.
Yeah, you do. Amanda Disney, thank you. 124. Everyone can live with a posh accent, apart from the word raspberry, which people take probably offence to. Have you never come across that?
No, never.
Oh yeah,
What?
and they're like, don't say raspberry. Raspberry.
Oh, raspberry.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, it's raspberry. So 1, 2, 3. We're not getting distracted. We're not. I've got 1 for Amanda Disney, 1 for Gemma Crow, 1 for Hannah Lorendu. 124s. I've got Hannah Lorendu, Karen B, and Amanda Disney. Very sparkly. A raspberry aventurine. Oh, I'm gonna have to stack them. Next up, a Dalmatian Jasper. Did I say Amanda for a 124? Yeah. Yes. 125YV for a Dalmatian Jasper. 125YV. Do you think you can use them as a scarf ring? Because the hole's too small, isn't it? 125YV, £6.50 for your Dalmatian. Then I've got an opalite. Let me know how many you scored on Guess the Gemstone, Beverly, when you get to the end. An opalite, which is also a man-made glass. This is your opalite 126ZU. Very popular material, though, even though it is man-made. Very popular. 126ZU for your opalite. I've got, let's pop them back up here so you can carry on your game. There you are. A Cambarba Jasper next. And spedding for a 126, please. Cambarba Jasper 127WK, £6.50. For your Cambarba, we're nearly done. We're nearly there. 127WK, 50 millimeters. Black Obsidian in the 50 millimeter, 128AG for £6.50 for your Black Obsidian. Nice and simple, Black Obsidian. 128, a 127 for Hannah Sutheran, please. I've got 127 for Amanda Disney, 129 for Unikite. It's a nice colour, isn't it? 127 for Hannah Lorendu. 129XD is your Unikite. Two 127s for Gemma Crow. A 127 for Kath Beveridge. Stack that too high. A 128 for Hannah Lorendu. Next, you got Red Aventurine. 130XS. I've got 129s. Oh, wait a minute. I've got 127 for Kath. I said Kath, I think. 129s, Amanda Disney. 2 for Abiola. 130XS for your Red Aventurine. Ooh, the penultimate is love. Oh, I've got the hiccups now. Don't get the hiccups. Could you imagine? Oh, I'm going to hold my breath. 131 FJ. The lift's floor is made of this in the hotel. I mean, I feel normally we'd run out and show you, but not today. So this is Lava Kite. 131 FJ is your Lava Kite donut. 131 FJ. Gorgeous. And then after that, I've got 1312 for Abiola. And this is your Dragon Blood Jasper, 131 for Sharon Barker. And that's the final 50 millimeter of the donuts at £6.50. I've got 131s for, oh, it's shot up. Sandra Arnold, Amanda Disney, Ronnie Reed, 2 for Tara Porter, 2 for Lorraine Drever, 1 for Hannah Lorendu, 1 for Hannah Sutheran. I'm just making it up now. 1 for Kath Beveridge, and 2 for Karen B. A Dragon Blood Jasper code is 132 kg. On the 131s, I've got Lynn Blewett for 1, please.
Yeah, I just need to pop some more.
Just adding to the tracker, just 1 second. I can see, Louisa. I'm going to read you out in a second. You snuck in there with your Dragon Blood. Did you like the selection of 50 millimeters? That was very exciting, wasn't it? Just keep bidding while Emily adds some more rows into a tracker. What did I do with the packet? All going back. They will go onto the pop-up shop. Emily has already done all the photography for each and every donut. So they will go onto there. Are you all right?
Yeah.
So 131s, I had Lynn Blewett and Kate Oliver. 1 for Sam Pickup on a 131. And then 132s, I have got Kath Beveridge and Louisa Gall. Right. Oh, I've lost the blinking ticket now. Right, then, once we'd done all of that, we went to the malachite shop. Now, there's only one malachite shop in the whole of this marketplace, and it absolutely specialises in only malachite, chrysocolla and malachites and malacola, and that's all you get in there, and they out and out specialise. Opalite. Oh, is this what you got? I didn't do too badly. the opalite through Beverly, and the dragon blood. You did well though. That was quite a lot of choices. There was a lot there to choose from. Right, anyway, so the malachite shop is just exceptional, and they do all sorts of different things, and the lady sits there making jewelry actually, but it's all base metal jewelry, so it's nothing that we buy. Last time we did buy the little apples, which were really cute. I think we've probably still got some, so if anyone wants a little apple pendant, it is, then just message Lisa. But it's just lovely. The lady's really lovely. A son was there. He spilled Coke all over the floor. He was showing us his unusual Chinese snacks. So yes, it was a fun time, and you get to handpick all malachite, so you can pick out whatever you want. Very, very friendly. So what we've done here is I've got 4 of the larger donuts. So I've only got these 4. Remember that malachite's quite heavy. But these are definitely inspired by Annie, because she wears this enormous malachite donut pendant. So I picked out just the 4 that called to me. They're large sizes. They are 40 to 45 millimeters. I'll just run through them for you there. Look at that. Look at that one. How cool is that? They're just beautiful. Lovely patterns. And then this one, wow. Right, so they're the 4 coolest ones that were there. So the code for this one is 147PG. They are $29.50 each, and there is only those 4 available. So I bet these are going to be a pain if you put them on the pop-up shop, because they're double-sided. So what are you going to do? Which did you just pick a side, or your favourite side, and no one will know what the other side looks like? 147PG, $29.50, and that is for your large malachite donut. 147PG. I mean, that is just so cool. Did you pick the spotty side? Going to judge you now for your choices. Too busy fighting with the camera. 147PG for your large malachite donut. 1 for Lorraine Drever. Thank you, Lorraine. Okay, I'll move on to the next lot of because we've got some Malacola now as well, which was really lovely. Let's just pop those ones. Don't want to drop these. 1 for Sandra Arnold. Right, and then I've got these Malacolas that we chose. Are you ready? They're just divine. Wow, you can't see them very well, but you're going to say wow in a sec. Look at these. So this is malachite and chrysocolla. So lots of gemstones in this family grow together, and they grow alongside copper. So this is malachite growing with chrysocolla, and its trade name is Malacola because the 2 merged together. So I sat and picked through a whole load and found all of these really fabulous ones. They're 28 to 30 millimeters. Look at that. Looks like, oops, it looks quite ghostly, I think, at the bottom there. I quite like that. So, you know, shop away. They are limited stock. These are all the ones that I picked. I think it was about 15 of each that I picked. So 148GD, £24.50 for your 28 to 30 millimeter malacolas, but they're just all exceptional. 148GD. If you have a particular request, you can again pop it in. Look at that. Looks like a tortoiseshell, doesn't it? You can pop it in, and we'll do our best to get the one that you want, but it is kind of first come, first serve. I've got 1 for Hannah Lorendu. So unique. Nice with the blue. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Christine. 1 for Carol Wilson. Was the one with the dragon real? Was it in this batch, or was it in the other batch? Yeah, it was real.
It was definitely there, yeah.
Might be in the other batch. I'll have a look. Wasn't that one? No. 148, for Holly Darko. Yeah. This is the sort of thing that you just can't get enough of as a gemologist and as a gemstone shop owner. It's, you know, you're going to be able to sell this till the cows come home. because it's just stunning. So it will always forever appeal to somebody, and it's unlikely to drop in price, very unlikely. So even if I over purchase them and they sit in stock for 5 years, I don't mind. It's that kind of a gemstone. And there's only a few gemstones that you can get away with that kind of attitude. But this is definitely one, because they're so unusual and so beautiful. And you never know when they'll find the veins of malachite and chrysocolla together. So at the moment, maybe there's some in the marketplace. It's not this high quality, but there is some in the marketplace. But you don't know if that will run out, and then you won't see it for another 5 to 10 years. When I started Chalmers Gems, we got shatterkite, which is another mineral that grows in the same family, that was extraordinary, and it's never been found again. So, and if I saw it now, I would have bought. I wish I'd bought the whole lot. I bought everything I was offered, but you just wanted to buy it all. 1482 for Lorraine Drever. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to move on. We've got another size of these, so let's just pop these ones away. Stunning. Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you. And then the next one, just past that one. Thank you very much. This is a slightly smaller size. This is a 25 millimeter of the same material. This is probably the one with the dragon in, so I'll have a peep. I mean, that looks like a dragon to me, but I'm not sure that was the one. This one is only 19.50 a donut. 149 RV. Again, limited stock. This is all we've got. Let me see if I can find the dragon one. I'll bring them all up. We're bound to be able to spot it. That looks like a dragon. Was that your dragon there? Is that its eye? And that's its mouth, maybe. I can't remember. 149 RV, 1950. For a 25 millimeter, but they are beautiful. One for Beverly Jackson. And again, hand selected. We've sat and hand selected all of these. One for Tara Porter. That's one for Carol Wilson. One for Karen B. Look at that. One for Candice Tripp. Candice, is it you that wants the custard gemstone? I can't remember who it was now off the top of my head. Candice. It was Candice. Yeah. Two for Lorraine Drever. Look at that. That's awesome as well. It's all the stalactites. Almost three-dimensional. Right, keep going. It was you. Well, we can't decide what color custard is, Candice, but would a donut do you? Because there's one yellow mookite 50 millimeter donut, which I haven't played and I don't intend to play. That might do, but we just can't. We keep finding all the yellow gemstones and then not deciding that is the color of custard. So the amber was beautiful, very big, and I don't know what to do with it. Okay. So if you direct message me some more details on what you're trying to do, that would be really helpful. Custard and donuts. Christine says, I'm feeling hungry. One for Catherine Willard. I love this one. Yeah, it was a mookite. It was a mookite that I was looking at. There is a yellow custard color, but we just can't decide what custard color is. Look at that one. I love them all. 149 RV, £19.50. I know it's a considered £20 on a donut, but they're awesome. Look, people, you're not going to see them again. They're amazing. Right, okay, they're going away. How many have we got left?
We have got
7 left at the £19.50, 25 mil. If anyone's. One for Kate Oliver, thank you. Thank you. And then I've got for you here just as samples, but we can order as many as we like of these because they'll cut them. And these were stripy malachite, what do we call them? Discs with 6 millimeter top drills. because we thought if we call them donuts, then where you'd think the hole was in the middle. So we didn't know what to call them. A second one for Carol Wilson, please. So these are your 30 millimeter. They are a donut. It's just they put the hole in a different place. That's all. They look amazing as earrings, but they are quite heavy, I must say. But you could attach them to a chunky hoop, couldn't you? And they'd look really impressive. Yeah, beautiful. I mean, I love malachite. A wonky donut, Sharon said, like it's faulty. That's it. So 30 millimeter malachite, brilliant price. You're going to love this one. These are 150 UP, £14.50 a donut with the top drill, top drilled donut. 150 UP. They're nice, aren't they? 150 UP for £14.50. So if you want your malachite, but you can't quite stretch, I do have a regular malachite 30 millimeter donut coming up next as well. 150 UP, but these are just different. I thought they were totally different. One for Holly Darko. Lisa says, I love these. Me too. I like these. If I were to pick one, this is the one I would pick. Well, I'd pick the Malacola first, but then I'd pick these. I've got Sharon Barker, Hannah Sutheran, Amanda Disney, Ronnie Reed. Lorraine Drever loves these. It's a good idea, isn't it? Carol Wilson. No one's going for earrings then. Do you think they're too heavy for earrings? That's the only problem with malachite, is it is quite heavy. Yeah.
So sad, but they look cool.
They do. They do. I really should get my ears pierced. One for Carol Wilson, one for Julie Gill Frisbee, two for Lorraine Drever, 150 UP. How is the battery on this phone, this laptop, going to die when it's actually plugged in? Just a second. Yeah, we'll just switch up this one. Swap the plugs. Oh, nearly lost you all then. Let's just stick that in there. There you go. That's working. Don't want that to die because we won't be here anymore. Two for Lorraine Drever. Did we get Lorraine? Lovely. Right, okay. And then the last on the malachite is your regular donut. 30 millimeter round regular donut. You can multi-purchase these ones. Thank you. I've got two for Gemma. Did I get two for Gemma? Oh, sorry, Gemma. We forgot you there. These are your regular malachite donuts. The stripies again with the usually located hole. There you are. And they are the fabulous price of only £12.50 a donut. That is really good value for money and a really high quality malachite. 151 HG, £12.50, and that is your malachite 30 millimeter donut. Look at those beauties, beauties. 151 HG would also work as an earring, but I guess it would have to go that way. I don't know. They remind me of party rings, he says. They're not green. If you've got a party ring that colour, you'd be putting it back. So Lottie Q8W has 151, please. 151, £12.50 for your malachite donuts. 151 HG. Right, we're coming to the end of our live. We do have some chords for you coming up in case you want to stay for chords. If there's anything you need us to revisit, then just shout out and we can quickly revisit it. I can't go back through all the little donuts, though. I've got Carol Wilson for 151, Ronnie Reed for a 151, please. £12.50. That is really good value for money. So let us know, but I'll just do the chords for you. And then, but that's it on the gemstones. As disappointing as it is, they will go into the pop-up shop tomorrow. Remember, we are live tomorrow at 6 p.m. as well. I can't remember what we're doing tomorrow, but there's a lot. I put 85 things into the tracker, so we're doing something. And we are hoping to go live tomorrow at 10 a.m. from the marketplace, starting probably with the aquamarine lady. So yes, so do follow us then as well. Keep notifications on, and that will possibly just be on Facebook because I'm not sure I can take the laptop. We don't know how good the internet is, so it might have to be just on the phone. We'll wait and see. Right, we've got some more chords. We were a little bit like a duck out of water, a fish out of water, not a duck, because that can be out of water. I love the but I get to publicly humiliate myself in this job. Did I get Lorraine Drever for a 151? Have the pearls turned up? I've got some of the pearls, Candy. Yes, so we're getting there. They are in the tracker for tomorrow, but they might get moved to Thursday. So this is the cord. So it's got this lovely double ending. It's got, this is the brown one, and it's got golden fancy adornments, we've called them. And then the same facility at the bottom here, where you get this extra thread and you just wind it through the pendant and then you hand it off there. But it's quite nice, isn't it? Did the teardrops from the beginning all go? Did we do teardrops?
The moss agates.
Oh, the moss agates. No, we've still got those. We'll add those in at the end. We'll do them quickly at the end for you, Sam. So this is the brown one, and then we've also got a black one. These ones are the highest price point because they're the thickest cord and the fanciest. So we thought we'd go for everything. Their longest length is 26 inches. Okay, so for the black is 152GN, and that is 1450 for the black cord. But these are very substantial. If I show you against the one that was 3 for £4, you can see it's a much thicker cord. So 152GN for the black, and the code for the brown is 153PR for the brown. And they go to 26 inches, 152 and 153. I'll move through them because I don't quite know what I'm doing. So we're just going to keep going. This is maybe what the finding show will be like. So, and then we've got a selection of colours. We didn't go mad, though. We went for muted colours. And so these are all a similar quality. So they're all a similar thickness. And we've got a silver, a blue, a sort of, I don't know, caramelly colour, and then a cream colour. That one, and this one's up the wrong way, and the green that is around my neck. Just a second. 152s, 2 for Karen Atkinson and 2 for Tara Porter. So this is the same, well, similar to my green one. Right, okay. And you can just see here how he tied it on. So I asked him to show me. So he just tied it on to the amber like that, and it's very secure. I can't get it off. So, and then I guess you trim the cord or you tidy the cord. You don't just leave it hanging around like that one. So I'm going to run through them. We're going to start with the cream. Am I? Green? No, I'm not. I'm going to start with the green. And the green has pink embellishment at the bottom there. These are the cords to make your pendants and donuts into a necklace. So the green these all go up to about 26 inches. Does not come with the amber. £8. These are £8. 154UW for the green cord. I don't know if you can even see that that's green. It is. It's a dark green. 154UW for the green. Then we've got the golden coloured. Has got little embellishments of blue at the bottom there. And this one is a U shape. The others aren't a U shape. This is 155VF for £8. I'm just going to move them out the way when we've done them. Then the silver colour has got a little gold dot in the centre there. It doesn't touch the skin. That one is 1560Y if you're looking for a silver coloured thread. 1560Y. Then the blue, again with the little gold dot in the centre, 157TZ for £8. And then the last one is the cream colour. And this one has got a mix of colours, pinks and a sort of caramel colour. And that is 158DD. 1550Y for Katrina Durrant, thank you. 157 for Lottie. Lovely. But then the most popular one that we've sold throughout the evening is the basic cord here, which has got a basic cord necklace in black and brown. It doesn't have any fancy adornments. It's just plain. I've got, wait a minute now, 156 for Sam Pickup. 2 157s for Susan Flockhart. a 158 for Lottie, and a 158 for Tara Porter. So these, you're getting 3 pieces in your pack for just £4, and they come in black and brown. They're 24 inches. So the brown code is 159RP and the black code is 160DP. And you get 3 pieces in the pack of the very basic. So it's got your slider, and then you just attach your gemstone at the bottom there. 159 and 160. So if you made lots of purchases with your donuts or your pendants throughout the evening, then this is absolutely perfect way of just quickly getting them on a cord, making them into a lovely simple pendant. And I'm sure that you can embellish it all yourself if you're talented, like lots of our customers are. 158 for Tara, I think I've said. Yeah. 159 and 160. They're the ones that we've been playing throughout the evening. Right. We're going to move past the cords because they make me feel uncomfortable. And I've lost a ticket under the bed. And then we're going to just replay for Sam. I think it was Sam.
Yeah,
I think so. That's not them. The moss agate. Let's get these out. The moss agate pear shapes. I've got a 159, please, for Ronnie Reed. These are what you were after, Sam, I think. The black pack of 3 for Lottie, please. I think it was 160, but I could be wrong. Could be 159. Right, so these are the carnelian and moss agate pear shapes. They are, I can't remember now, 40 by, what are they 40? 40 by 30 millimeters, thereabouts. Some of them are Just a minute. There you are. It's back. It's trying to kick me off. This is 102FB. Sorry, I'm just making it up. 102FB. What was 142LH, please?
The serpentine donut.
Serpentine, Beverly. Will be on your invoice. 102 for Lottie Q8W, please. And these are your beautiful carnelian and moss agate pear shapes. They've got a top drill at the top there, so you can easily make them into a pendant. Been very, very popular throughout the evening. Lovely. And I will play those fancy Jasper 40 millimeters because they were the first one and no one dare buy them in case you spent all your cash. Look at that. 102FB. These are absolutely beautiful. They really are. I need my AT light, and then you'll be able to see. Look at that. 102 for Sam Pickup. Thank you. Look. Oh, they're so nice. 102FB. Right. Just stay for. Oh. Just locked the light clean off. I've caught it though. That was impressive. It looks a little bit broken now. Just a second. I'm just going to play those fancy Jasper 40 millimeters and then you can all go, okay? And you can see me again tomorrow. Right, let me just pop that one away. Brilliant. Right, those 40 millimeters, as I did say at the beginning, didn't I? I was going to replay them. These are absolutely gorgeous. These are your fancy Jasper donuts. They're 40 millimeter. What are the beads on my wrist? Oh, Jane, you want this? Look at that. That's lepidolite mica, top quality. It's awesome. There you are. Right, so these are, I can't see a thing because now I've moved the lights too bright. These are the 40 millimeter fancy Jasper donuts that I lovingly selected earlier on. Oh, my light's going funny. It's all falling apart now in the last 5 minutes. They're really lovely, and they're only £14.50. 100 IT is your code. I know the bracelet will be in tomorrow or Thursday, probably Thursday, I think. Look at that. Anyone for fancy Jasper donut? 100 IT, £14.50. They're beautiful. Lottie's having one. Thank you, Lottie. Look. They're fabulous. They're fabulous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right. Thank you so much, everybody. If you're a new customer, please make sure you direct message us with your email address or email us at info@charmersgems.com with your email address so we can get your invoice to you. Please keep your invoices up to date, so make sure you pay them as you go. Try not to bank them all up together because it gives us a bit of an admin headache. If you want to check out the pop-up shop is now live. Everything from yesterday's live will be on the pop-up shop, and any remaining gemstones from today's live will go onto the pop-up shop by the end of tomorrow, probably. So we will hope to go live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. from inside the market, but we will be live with a big live on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. and that's our penultimate live, so please make sure you join us. We really appreciate all of you joining us. Thank you to all of you. That was about 100 viewers who have chosen to join us this evening. I really appreciate that you've even joined, even if you haven't purchased anything. Thank you so much for joining us. So Jane says, let's have a look at your bracelet. It's really nice. Look at that. I don't know what else to say. I think that's about it. We'll just have a quick look at the bracelet. It looks too good to be true, Jane. It's just so nice because they look as if they're edible. They're a kind of grape color. They're so nice. This is not a cheap bracelet. Just to warn you. Yeah, stunning. I've also got an amazing bracelet in Larimar Malacca. I might have collected quite a lot of amazing bracelets. Seems to be a new addiction. I was thinking to myself, we could just have a bracelet shop, really, and do all the amazing bead bracelets. Look at that. So clever, isn't it? Brilliant. Right. Thank you so much. And thank you very much to Emily for all her hard work throughout the day, and then the tracker. And then we definitely made you work hard there, Emily, didn't we?
Yeah.
So brilliant. Right. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you so much. Cheerio. Bye.